Live, we are at.
Hello.
Welcome to
Hey
episode 57 of our main campaign. For new around here, we are the Sleepless Knights. We're a D&D actual play Twitch stream and podcast. You can catch live here Wednesday nights at apparently 7:35, new official time, EST. If you can't catch us live, we post our VODs to YouTube on Sundays and upload our podcast on Tuesdays. Only announcement this week, we got 2 new followers. One is Shroom Faye.
Shrooms.
Hey.
That sounds dope.
Faye Mushroom, yeah. And second, this is the second formal apology of the stream. First one was to Mac, I forget why, but I'm a month late on this. I missed you and you got lost in the feed, so a special shout out to Rolls Revamped from a month ago.
Hell
You
yeah.
followed us.
Yay.
Thank you.
My apologies. But other than that, I'm ready to hop in if you guys are.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Sleepless Knights live D&D game podcast, whatever Gordon likes to call us, but we are.
All
But-
we know for sure is Liam is gone again.
We can't get a good start around here, man. We can't. It's anytime. It's either me being a dick or Liam's gone. That's literally it.
David was also a black screen for a second there.
God
He's
damn
out
it,
here
sorry.
sleeping.
Welcome back, everybody. We continued our adventure. Kind of following the aftermath of you guys going, to a undisclosed location that was supposed to be originally the Realm of Death. After returning there, the plan was to return your friend's soul to their body, and indeed you did. Dornan laid on the floor of this dressmaker's shop, completely, or at least partially, alive again, though extremely exhausted and almost near death. Pretty much a tater, unable to move,
Tater.
flopping around, yeah, just rolling, plopping him down on the ground, unable to move. You guys welcomed him back. It was an exciting face to see once again, and an exciting voice to hear once again. It's good to have you back, Dornan.
Yay, thank you.
One name.
One name to rule them all. Nope. It is not Dornan. It's Kestis.
I'll have so many other names.
No.
Elijah's next.
You hit your limit.
After some conversations and excitement, Cameron, or Selic, didn't say his formal goodbyes because he still offered to reach out to a friend of some of your party, Kate Snow, for a formal meeting about all the events that have transpired in the past day or so that you guys have had. One curious remark he did make to you, Dornan, as you talked to Cameron, you seemed to remember and also recognize him, and it was slowly but surely all the memories of what happened while you were Echo began to flood into your brain. Surprised Cameron that you would even know who he was, as your soulless version of yourself was the one to meet him, and not your current soulful version of yourself. Discussions were had about what you guys were going to do next, and you decided to stop back at Isaiah's place, I believe was the order of things. And as you arrived at his home, you found it in a curious state. 5 different blades rammed into our artificer's door, his intricate lock destroyed, and his home trashed. It was obvious who has done this. Some of you thought that you might have been safe hiding at Isaiah's place. Some of you probably assumed that they knew where you were staying. A few things in particular. Isaiah, they ruined not only your home, but your workshop, stealing some blueprints that you had been working on your entire life, and also smashing some very valuable items of yours that you kept in that home for a long time. Decision was made that this was no longer a safe place to reside. And the only safe house, quote unquote, that you all could think of to retreat to was in the sewers, where you had once slept with a band of refugees who seemed to be saving the people of the townsfolk of Erebar as it was under siege by these undead people. Isaiah's attitude took a turn for the worse. With the help of a friend, seemed to at least stall his anger for now at those who ruined his home. Arriving to the sewers once again, you found it deserted and empty, not like you had seen it before. Braziers picked over and taken, anything that even resembled like anybody other than maybe a random homeless person had been here ever. You found the familiar black iron door, which you set up camp for the night. A few of you had exciting events happen to you during the night. Dornan, a very odd and deep memory resurfaced within your deep sleep. Eggval, you saw Ook acting a little odd, catching his hand on fire with the familiar blue flame, singing out. Almost looked like he panicked while he was doing so. Last but not least, Calder, you had a dream. A dream of the stars and the heavens being torn apart. And in a distance, a faraway battle commenced. And as you came out of this dream, you felt cold, empty, and alone. Probably haven't felt that way since your time in Nimpeth. And when you tried to summon your light spell a few times, it took a while, or a few tries before the light made its presence known. Curiously, after a brief moment of panic, you confided in another friend, Redrick, who definitely knew what he was talking about when it came to dead
Got you.
gods, the Celestial Wars. As far as I know, there you go. As far as I remember, that is where we left off, as you all were. Go ahead.
Well, we woke up. We did some stuff. Isaiah busted up the skull into several
Correct.
pieces.
Yes.
Egg did
good.
the thing with removed
Echo?
the level of exhaustion for Echo, and then I went to
And
the
you-
statue.
Went to the statue. I forgot about that part. See, my brain. And you met an old wizened man who talked to you about a few different things. The history of the statue, what it used to mean to the people here, and what it meant to him, and how it was lost. Curious. Did you eventually return to your party? Yes? And as you do, the rest of you find yourself gathering your things. Forgotten Few. What would you like to do next?
Just to clarify, we've had a long rest.
You've had a long rest. Right
Okay.
there was your long.
Okay, so I can reset my sheet. Okay.
Can.
That's actually a good point of order.
I believe we were discussing talking to Ren's father and how
Yeah.
we would go about getting that done.
Yeah.
And how we would need to go get Cam to talk to Kate.
Yeah. No look at the statue, by the way.
I was thinking about just getting things together. Isaiah, was there anybody you wanted to let know to not go back to your house? Because I know that there's the second bed that was kind of closed over, and anyone to
I
warn
don't
her.
think
You
she's.
think?
I don't know that she's going back anytime soon.
Okay.
And the only things that mattered aren't there anymore. So.
Okay. Sorry.
So,
So-
what's the plan?
I think we should start with the McCoy. Well, it's just, I think it's a good idea to know whether or not he like contacted Kate, if Kate's actually gonna come, like what's going on there.
Okay.
And it's a lot
I mean-
easier.
Do you want to talk to your dad either way, or as a secondary?
Probably either way, but
You
You
want
know,
to put out
it's-
the feeler, like give. I mean, it's unlikely he's going to meet you right away, probably, right?
yeah, probably. Well, Ike's never seen my dad, and I don't like have any. Oh, hang on, let me get this locket with convenient portrait of my father in it. No, I don't have anything.
I was like, oh.
I've had it the whole time. No.
Answer so many questions.
Would it?
I don't know.
Like I don't know how that works. Like, can I describe them to you, or?
Oh yeah. So obviously it would help if I had actually met the person or if I know them, but picture would help out. But we could try describing it. Last time that tried just by description and name, I don't think that either
Elena.
much.
You managed
Well-
to reach Elena that way.
Well, yeah, but that was at least with the picture.
I did. Have
I don't know if. Yeah, I
Oh,
was
you
gonna say I know
Yeah.
that I tried to help you out, Colder, with just a description, and I guess I'm not really sure if that actually worked or not because there wasn't any response back, whether if that was by choice or who knows what.
We have
But-
the stones that were his, if that would help.
I
You
don't.
think a personal item would help, or?
I could try it. I don't think that that's how that works, but it doesn't hurt, you know.
Yeah.
I forget. Your dad and brother had red hair, not just one or the other. Or did
I
either
honest to
of them?
God can't remember. What, I didn't write it into my backstory. Evan, what color am I? Dad's hair.
What are the
Yeah,
hair?
he had, darker red hair, and your brother had more
Okay. Yeah.
hair that resembled yours.
Okay.
Your older brother had more of darkish brownish hair.
Okay. Okay, so like, do you remember the guy that we saw on the bridge like a while ago? So that was my brother. And he kind of looks a lot like my dad, except my dad's not blind or like scarred or old looking or gray. He's got like dark red hair. He's kind of tall. He looks like the man on the bridge, but clean and healthy.
Hey, did you catch a glimpse of that guy that showed up after we were done fighting the bod? Was that only me?
I think that was only you.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you
I
were the
think I
one
was
that
already
stayed
swimming.
to quip.
Oh.
I stayed for intel. All right.
Mm.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, sure you did.
Would we have known he was there? No, intel.
Stayed to
Moving
slip,
on.
am I right?
You slipped. Very good.
Continue.
So, what's his name?
His name is Ives. Bauer?
Ives.
Ives, yes.
Damn.
Is it like,
Your pa has a
Ives?
pretentious ass name.
or is it like? Well,
Does
I mean,
he?
I don't think he
Ives.
chose it, but
No,
I
he
hope
didn't
not.
choose it.
Sounds
I'm
like
just
a
speaking more
fucking
for myself.
butler.
just checking more for myself.
Fuck off.
Jeez, I'm checking more for myself. It's
Colder.
IVES.
Yeah, IVES.
Please, Ives, fetch me some tea.
St. Ives. Soap.
Scrub my back.
Wash my toes.
It's my dad you're talking about. Yeah, so like I don't know if that's enough. And then like I wrote out a message.
Oh, actually, yeah, that helps me a lot. As Egg was in the process of getting out a piece of paper and charcoal. I mean, if you got something for me to say, that might be easier. More succinct.
I think it's best to like confirm that it's me. So, so here's what I'm thinking.
Did I use that word right, by the way, succinct? I heard someone say it.
Oh yeah.
Right? Am I good? Okay.
Perfect. That's
Cool.
enough.
It's a word.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I think that's
Right.
that's good.
Okay, cool.
Could have been
I'm
more
just checking.
succinct
Okay,
about
cool.
it.
No.
Now I'm confused.
Okay. So, and I guess I can't write it down for you because you don't read common, do you?
No, of course I do. Yeah.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll write
yeah.
it down for you.
Come
it says.
on.
Egg can't read.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I thought you only
I'm
read
writing
giant
what I
for some
can't
reason.
read. No, yeah,
I
no,
think-
I know common and giant. I'm just not very good with common. I know it.
Gotcha.
I'm not very good at it. So.
Okay. Oh, so it says, Rose's big friend. She needs to talk, maybe help. Can you or Briar meet quietly? Logan needs help too. No more secrets. I am king. That last part's important.
My charcoal wasn't working. Could you like message that to me in Discord?
Yeah.
That was
Take a
kind of
picture.
fast. Thank you.
Yeah,
I am king.
It's just like
we've heard that before.
Could you?
you have not because I wrote it in Elvish on the side of a building.
Never mind. I don't know anything.
Could you maybe give just a little bit more details on like what he looks like? Maybe like features or something like that, just so I have something better for my imagination of like who it's going instead of just a guy cleaner with red hair.
Okay, so like kind of like tanner skin, like a few freckles. He's got like I don't know, like a squarish jaw. He's usually clean shaven, shorter hair, tall.
Does he have kind of like a? Does he have like a round face? Is it more oval, square
It's kind
jaw?
of like my face shape. It's
Okay.
okay. So like imagine my face, but like broader.
Okay. Does he have one of those like cheek chins?
Oh, the little butt chin? No, it's just no, it's just
Okay.
chin.
Anything weird about like eyebrows, eyes, nose, anything?
For the sake of expediency, can we just...
yeah. Sorry, yeah. Okay. I get
I
more
was
details.
enjoying the
Okay,
moment.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey,
I was
had no
enjoying
problem
it,
going
Liam.
through it.
Like, let's all sit here
fun.
for an hour while we describe
Oh, that was
this
fun.
man's face.
That I put
Um,
zero thought into.
It's okay.
I thought he was dead.
Fair.
Valid. Okay. I guess I have sort of like a mental image of what this Ives looks like. I will try to cast sending toward this Ives.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom check.
Could it be charisma since I use charisma for casting?
That's what I meant.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
You fucked me. That's okay.
Oh.
Is it with proficiency?
Sure.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. What's guidance
It's a
again?
little on the edge there, Mac, but I'll allow it.
He hasn't
He
said
already-
what he rolled
He
yet.
did. He said that. He said it might have been bad.
I was just. What's the die? I've never been
It's a
guided.
D4. D4.
Thank you. That's what I thought. Okay, that helps. That's actually a little bit better with proficiency too. So that's a 13, about average.
That was a bad roll.
There's two. Anyways, so I will think out visioning Ives. Rose's big friend. She needs to talk. Maybe help. Can you or Briar meet quietly? Logan needs help too. No more secrets. I am king. I'm trusting that was 25 words.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I counted it.
Close enough. You feel the effects of the spell not take anything.
Woof.
I don't think that worked.
That's okay. That was a long shot.
It was
Do
worth
you-
a try.
Do you have any
Penny.
other way of getting a hold of him, or?
My only thought was to maybe like stalk some of the places he goes, or I mean, I guess I could like leave something at the house, but I don't really know how often he goes there. And plus, we kind of made a spectacle last time, so it might not be a great idea.
Would it help to know where he is? Maybe?
I mean, I didn't really know what my dad did. I doubt the neighbors did.
I just meant I can't message them, but I can scry.
Oh,
attempt to.
well, he's
That's big.
That's new.
I know you could
That's
do
that
new.
could
that.
work.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's been, it's been something I've been working on, and I haven't tried it yet, but I can try.
How does it work? What would you need?
Well, you did just spend time giving Egg a description.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, go again.
All over again. I was paying attention.
so I don't know them first hand, so it could be a little difficult.
What about the compass thingy that we were talking about before? That was his. Will that work?
Headstones.
That is something that belonged to him.
Okay, so because we have something that belongs to them, it doesn't help necessarily me, but it helps them be able have less of a chance of resisting.
So it
Yes,
helps you.
like, helps me in a way.
Okay.
I
Well,
call that a
take the-
win. Let's give it a try.
Here, hold the journal too then.
How many
okay,
times can you do that?
once. So my only request is that if I do this, we could take an hour so I can get the spell slot. Okay, deal. Deal. Okay.
We got a lot to do.
It's just an hour. It's fine.
I mean,
I can't remember if we said it, but red dust. For the
Yes, you
morning.
did.
We also
Yeah,
you
did just
Okay.
spend
Yeah,
like
it
3 or
hurt.
4
It burned.
hours cutting up a diamond.
Yeah, you guys have been
Yeah,
sitting here
that's
for
true.
quite some time.
Oh, I forgot about that.
well, maybe he's still doing that.
This
It
was
would
right
have
when
taken me
you
3 or 4
started.
hours to go to a
Yes.
statue.
Knowing you took a left turn, and it wasn't the right left turn.
No, you described it.
Came out of a manhole.
I went
Right
right
at
there
its
out of your
feet.
mouth.
Yeah, well, if you guys
Just
can go back in
outside.
time, so can I. It took you 4 hours, and you're actually still at that fountain. You know what? You never made it back.
God.
Go ahead.
Let's
Okay.
scry.
I got the weird question. She's like looking in her spell book. It's like, you don't have like a lock of hair of this person or anything like that, do you?
A little bit of a weird question, yeah.
This
No,
is a
I
weird
don't
question.
typically
Magic
carry
sphere.
around locks of my dad's hair.
You don't have like a finger or
not?
anything like that.
A finger?
I
Anything.
the
Oddly
closest thing
specific
that I-
questions.
The only thing that I really have that like might be his, aside from the stuff that I got from his office, would be this ring, and it wasn't even really his; it was my mom's. But he has the other.
Okay.
I don't know if that would be anything.
I mean,
And the journal was his. Right?
Yeah.
how much his does it have to be? Because your
Just-
blood is half his.
Yep.
Um,
How about a lock of my hair? Just for funsies.
could try it.
And
Magic's
not
weird.
enough.
And again, never cast this before, so it could have just as much luck as Egg did. But it's worth a shot. So I reread the spell, Evan. Vulcan actually doesn't make the check. The
Correct.
person which I'm casting Scrying on is. So I have a possession. So they take
-4
-4, and then
to the DC.
yes, and then for the knowledge, I have
Second
heard
hand.
of it. Yeah, so I get a plus. It says I have a +5. Am I reading that right?
He has a +5
Yeah.
Plus
to his
5.
save.
So he
Evens
just
out
has
So
a
he
to
has a
plus
plus
one.
one
I
right
think it's
now.
a +1 to his wisdom save. And then if the hair from Ren works, I get them.
Try
So what does it
anyway.
look like when you're about to scry, Velkin?
She will. So when she has all the stuff, she kind of sits down, is cross-legged, and pulls out her spellbook, and you see her kind of take out of her bag this kind of silvered mirror, and she places it on the book, and for a second, kind of shakes a bit, and then you see kind of these numbers kind of swimming through the mirror for a second, and then it projects upwards, and it's just kind of like this silvery mist. And you see kind of like the images of this individual kind of fade in and out as it's trying to kind of like take on where they are, kind of thing.
Okay. Huh. So, I'm pretty sure you are the only one that can see and hear this thing. So, as the projection comes a little bit clearer to all of you, it vanishes, and you can see Velkin's eyes gloss over, and she stares. You're taken up into the sky. You're pulled out of your body, and you're thrust forward before briefly. You're in a large room. Black, blue, and gold granite. You look down and see a beautiful floor. In the center of this large oval room, you see a massive round oak table. Behind the gentleman, you see he's standing about 5'11". Long red hair falls down to his shoulders, but he has it tied up into a knot top of his head, having some of it fall down. He's dressed in a beautiful blue and with gold trim uniform that's fitting tight to his form. You see a decorative sword and a scabbard, and a long flowing cloak that is white with also trimmed in gold. You hear him say, "Yes, my lord." As your vision can't really make past him, you see two other individuals at the table, one in the center and another person at the other end of the long oval table. He goes and turns and says, "Come, my son. We have business to attend to." And they begin to walk. Before he stops and you hear a voice, "Wait a moment. Make sure the job is done right, Hound. You only fail me one more time."
Does she
Yes.
recognize that voice?
You've never heard this voice before in your entire life. Before he says, "Yes, my liege." Come, Briar. You hear him whisper. And they stamp out of the room.
Before they leave, can I ask a question?
Mhm.
So yeah, Velkin can only see within 10 feet of the individual she's following. There's a lot of gold kind of accentuate certain things in this room.
Yeah, all over the place.
Does anything offer a reflection of the individual she can't see?
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Hold on, please. Okay.
Would she be able
Uh,
to see Briar next to him?
In 10 feet.
Yes, but not clearly. From where he was standing, he seemed to be the one in the middle of the table, between the two.
Okay, weird question, because I don't know if I can do this while I'm scrying. But it says I can just do it after I make a roll. Can I chronal shift?
Sure.
Okay, do I roll 2 dice again or just one more?
Roll 2.
Roll 2.
Disadvantage. Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay, that was not bad. Okay, so I got an 18 and a 14 that turn. So we'll take the 14, and then my perception's a 5, so it's a 19. What the people would see, like what the party would see is with Velkin is you see like she's kind of staring off into nothing, and the eyes are completely glazed over with this like kind of milky white color. But you watch as like her hands start doing the intricate kind of motions of that you guys would have been familiar with, and you feel the little bit of the slowing of time before it re-catches up, so you can kind of see what she's doing. She's doing something. She's somewhere right now, but so yeah, it's a 19.
19. The best you can make out is a reflection on the long oak table that he stood over first. Really, the only details you can make out is a figure that seems to be wearing full plate armor of either brass or gold that kind of causes this reflection to be warped, but it's definitely bright enough that you can see it for a brief moment before you can see it kind of shift out of the view.
Okay, scrying stays up for 10 minutes.
Yep.
As long as you're concentrating on it.
Okay, as long as nothing breaks her concentration, she's just gonna follow them. Like, have the
Okay.
sensor kind of stick with him.
Okay.
And she's taking any details around them, if, like, you know, I'm talking, like, architectural details. Does it seem...
Yeah.
Does it match any cities? Anything like that?
So what you know of her father, as her and her brother, I mean not her, but him and his son, sorry, I was thinking of Ren in that moment, are exiting the room. These large oak doors are pulled aside by 2 guards that seem to be wearing familiar armor to guards of the city that you're currently in, except these are way more ornate, beautiful, almost resembling the 2 that were guarding Cameron in the depths of the prison. These large, trained warriors open these doors. And as they shut behind them, you see Ives put his hand on the door and kind of lean down. How could we let this happen? He turns and looks directly in the eyes of Ren's other brother, Briar, who seems to have aged compared to what the description that Ren has given you. I would say age of 16, between the age of 16 and 18. He looks older.
We're twins.
Indeed. Okay, you're 17 though, right?
I'm 19.
19.
Close enough. That's what I'm thinking. Young
Yeah.
teenager.
Okay. Okay. The top of the
Boy.
tree, whatever.
He's a
It's fine.
boy.
It's a max teenager.
God damn it.
He's a man now.
And at the brief moment, you are startled because it resembles your friend Ren, almost to a T in the facial structure. Soft features. Also has red hair similar to her father. He looks like he hasn't seen a day of battle in his entire life. He also wears metal armor with a massive golden sun in the center of his chest. a long white and gold flowing cape. You can see he has this massive longsword that kind of sits up above his chest while he stands there. Almost too big of a sword for a young boy like him. Father, it was not our fault. Those pipes were working mere hours before the event. Whoever those thieves were, they had to have been sent by Orbitar. They had to have been. Well, we will get to the bottom of this. No matter where they were sent from. I have a feeling the Order had something to do with it. A bard's disappearance. Traitor. I must head to my study. Gather my things. I think it's time we made a trip to the city of Shining Brass, my son. Puts his hand on the pauldron. We will get to the bottom of this. Kind of gives him a nod. But what about the other thing? Silence. I told you not to speak of it. Gives him a light nod. Do we need any men? I will have the plans in order by tomorrow evening. You will wait for my instruction. Okay, Father. To your post. Of course. You see him brush his cape aside and begin to walk down the long hall. Inside of a beautiful palace. It seems to be curved. Almost like a circular type of construction as he walks down this long hall and begins to descend these large steps before the scry ends.
Okay. As the spell fades, the kind of milky white fades from Milken's eyes and the red reappears and she goes, "Holy shit, that worked! Okay."
Did it?
Yeah, that's better than I thought. And then she'll kind of go into detail of what she saw, who she saw, and she mentions the Brass City, that's where they're heading in roughly 2 days time.
Whoops.
And
We're the thieves.
We did a bad thing.
Well,
think
we
of
did a
it
good
all.
thing.
Well, yeah.
They're just blaming someone else.
they do think the Order has something to do with it, and they can stir about the traitor.
To be fair, the Order did. And if we hadn't have taken it, they would have.
Well, yes,
Kate,
but they
Kate
were
needs to
supposed
clarify.
to.
What did we take?
The piece of Siric's soul
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what I thought.
Well,
I wasn't
down
sure.
under the city.
We don't know
Potentially.
if they were supposed to take that. They may have been supposed to. It may be that they were giving them something else, as far as the Lord knows.
There's
But they were there to steal that.
who they were talking to. I couldn't get a good look at. I can only see within a certain distance of that who I'm scrying on. But
Would that sound familiar to anyone who's lived in Erebar?
The palace.
Like sort of appearance.
Right.
Sounds like fancy.
There's
thinking
not
back.
that many people.
Oh, sorry.
I was just
Yeah.
going to say there's not that many people called my lord or my liege in this town.
Who
I
have
was
the money for gold accents.
And control the hound.
Right.
And just to clarify, the person Vilken couldn't see who was speaking, they had no sort of accent to their words or anything like that.
Nothing recognizable.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck it was. But,
Probably the Lord.
Yeah.
Tracks.
Do I
there's
recognize
also-
City of Shining Brass?
Go ahead and make me a
Alright.
history. Go ahead and
I was
actually, you wouldn't even need to make.
also
It's
thinking
general.
it's
It is general knowledge that it is Ormitar that
Okay.
is the.
I think
Just
we've
wanna
heard
make
that
sure.
before.
I wasn't. I couldn't remember.
And there was one other thing that the younger one tried to bring up, but twins? Are you twins? That's what it is? Yeah. He tried to bring up something that was hushed, so I don't know what it was about, but there was something else.
Possibly
idea.
Rose related.
So I was thinking.
Okay.
You mentioned that thing about the study.
Yeah, Velkin's got crazy intelligence. She relay everything detail for detail. Kate has nothing in comparison to her. Yes. Talks about the study, the direction that he went, and then just that
He said he was going to a study now.
Yes, to collect things. Prepare.
That
I mean, it
sounds
pushes
like
up
a
under-
golden opportunity.
Yeah.
If we've ever had one.
Yeah.
Does this mean I
Yeah,
can't
I
take
gotta
my
go.
map?
He will find
No,
it burned
sorry.
down?
What was my one
No.
Yeah.
condition?
Yeah. Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
take it later.
Are we
If he
doing
hasn't
it?
been back yet.
If
Yeah, I
if
gotta
I
go.
remember correctly, you said he was going to his study and then went down some stairs in the palace.
Correct.
Were they exit stairs or basement stairs?
They
Was
were
there
wide.
A big
were like,
red sign.
Did not see a red sign. But I mean, when I'm thinking architecture, when I think going downstairs, I think more narrow stair. This was a wide staircase. So, I mean, I don't know for sure.
Possibly exit stairs.
Possibly.
I just didn't know if he had a more local study to his office.
Very
He
possible.
might. He might, but there's no way to know if I don't.
Worth a check.
So now,
Vulcan
so I
takes
gotta go.
Vulcan
Yeah.
makes a little scribbly note in her book. Her spell she should take at some point, and then closes it and says, "I'm not setting conditions anymore in the spy side. It's strictly from now on." Fine, that's cool.
Okay. Do you,
Thank you for doing it.
Thank you.
yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Kick-ass
see-
job, by the way. High five.
You can get a high five.
So are we all going to
I think
Ren,
we-
or are some of us just splitting? We're kind of splitting up.
I think we should all
They'll
go.
go.
I assume you want us to wait nearby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay out of sight. Me and Dor, since you're Dor again, and you're all quiet and
Sure.
sneaky, and you got your boots on.
Well,
Wait, how tired are you?
I'm still a little
Okay, never
tired.
mind. Never mind. I'll go. It's fine.
Too,
Oh, no,
too
I can
tired
go.
to start fires, I hope.
I can. Oh, yeah, I'll stop. I can. I'll just be a little. I'm a little slower to go, but I can at least kind of provide backup as best I can.
I'm
How
just
quiet
throwing
do you
this out there.
feel?
I'm fairly quiet as well. If you're not. feeling
I'm quiet and I'm feeling kind of lucky today, so if need be.
Yes.
Are you a little?
We-
Are you a little too tired to be able to really be on your A game? No.
Well, it's
You know,
gonna be
Falcon-
like days before that.
Falcon's
We-
about as sturdy as you are, so.
We should also make sure that the only people above ground are those absolutely necessary, and it would be better for Ren and Dornan to go because they stand out less.
True.
Yeah. Here, take this and see if I can flip over at the back of the bag and pull out Eorens and hand him to you. He's screaming. He's not happy.
Take this.
Take this. Take the cat.
Poor
Up the
kitty.
shoulder. Like, come on, Yorns.
You-
To,
Just. Oh, sorry.
quick question. I mean, wouldn't a fucking cat with wings stand out a bit?
Leave him alone.
What?
Leave him alone. And you see Eorens looks to Doran, and you see like the eyes light up. It's the first time that he's seeing Doran and not Echo, and he likes
Aw.
Doran. So he claws his way out of Ren's arms and jumps
No, Ren lets
onto
him go.
Doran's shoulder and
Hey,
curls up around his
buddy.
neck.
We're good.
The
Okay, let's walk and talk.
wings are subtle. It's fine.
Oh, we could make him. I mean, most of the party uses it. We could probably make him a cloak at some point, a little cloak that he could wear to cover his wings.
I
Let's
love
just
that.
hide.
This is
Yeah, walking and talking. Walking and talking.
It's still a cat wearing a cloak. I mean, still stands
Which
out.
is adorable.
Still stands
It
out.
is
But he looks
adorable,
dapper.
Manicula.
Ugh.
One quick thing I do want to bring up.
Okay.
I was holding it till after this whole scrying situation was figured out. Egg, you said you felt like that didn't connect. You didn't get that feeling when you went to talk to whoever was in Nimpeth, right? So we know they
My
heard
person?
it. Yeah. So we know
I
they
don't
heard
know.
us and didn't respond. Unless you did get that no connection feeling.
Your DM. Confirm?
I was waiting for you guys to settle down and ask me. No, he did. Well, he did not get that like disconnect. You know what I mean? Like he actually
Like-
felt it, the spell take place.
Okay.
Ooh.
So she just did not
Ghosted you.
respond.
She ghosted you.
Just
I
thought
was
I'd
gonna
point
say,
that out.
but
Don't know what it
scene.
means.
Well, yeah, no,
but-
I was gonna say, and at least for Egg, that like that's never happened for it not to disconnect, or it not having to be able to disconnect until now. So now he knows the difference. So
Right.
I answer question.
I mean, it could be she just didn't deign to respond to me, or it could be that she didn't trust you. I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
Either
Or
way,
she was in a position to not be able to respond.
also possible.
Very
Either way,
least,
good information.
probably alive.
Well,
And
think
on
it-
this
I mean, I
plane.
knew she was
No,
alive,
no.
or at least recently, I knew she was alive.
Oh, okay.
I had my Stell look in when we were in Elder
Right.
originally.
Because Pete hasn't lied to him. Anyway,
Well, everyone's lied to us. Let's just go.
Walking towards my
I don't
house.
know, Isaiah,
Cora
what
doesn't
the
care
heck?
about that. Cora doesn't care about that liar.
No, I just don't know. He has no reason to lie about seeing a woman on a ship. You know what I mean? It's not like, whatever. Forget it. Let's go.
On we go.
On we go.
Okay. So all of you are doing what?
we are
Exactly.
taking the
Correct.
Going.
sewers.
House.
Right. Going
Yep.
there. I understand that where you're going, and thank you. You're taking the sewers, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It'd probably take you a good 20 or so minutes to get there from walking distance from her house, since you already are kind of familiar with the layout here. You begin to head down the sewers quietly. One moment. This is the one. Lost my page looking up Scry.
Okay.
It's a classic blunder.
Here it is. You all step out of the room that you have been discussing. This cramped, tiny room in the middle of the Airbar sewers here. And as you step out, you begin to head in more of a southeastern direction. I need every one of you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Cool, cool, cool.
Great.
Oh boy, we've been found.
Don't like that. +4.
Ooh.
+4 for anyone
+4, all right.
nearby.
I'm always
I
that.
hug Calder.
13.
I
Okay.
will say,
Alright.
Red, especially after the Tittyville fight, will be sticking a little bit closer to Calder in general.
Tittyville.
Because how that went.
Oh,
not bad. Even with disadvantage, that's not bad.
Don't go down. What? No, quite.
Sure, I'm getting this right. Yes. Okay, Isaiah. Naduk.
We both got 25s, actually.
Ooh.
Okay. Redrick.
17.
Thanks.
Dornan.
18.
Falcon.
Sorry. Do I get the 4?
Yeah.
6.
God.
Wow. Glad you got that 4.
I got a
Natural
natural
Lord.
one for a total
Okay.
of 7. If
Awesome.
that does not include the +4.
Wow.
Calder.
17.
18.
17.
Okay. Everyone
17
but
bros.
Eggval And Vulcan. Pass.
I think I pass.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Yes. So I want both of you to roll me d8s, please.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's just against that sewer stank.
This feels like a like an ambush, maybe.
Very much so.
No.
Don't love it.
Certainly
Don't
does.
love it.
Eggball.
3.
Okay. Falcon?
7.
Wonderful. Everyone mute but Egg.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Mute
Wait, you were Devin.
Devin, whatever, Devin, you
Alright.
know what I mean.
Mute.
Including me?
Including you
Oh.
as well.
Devin.
Okay.
Okay.
Eggvall.
Hmm.
As you're walking down the sewers, you begin to feel confused. As you can see, your vision is beginning to go blurry as you walk. And all you're really seeing is blurred figures in front of you. And just the whispers that you were hearing your party members hear once before begins. Can't hear it. Can't stand it. And you begin to mutter gibberish. You are driven insane. So you cannot take actions. You do not understand what other creatures say. You cannot read, and you can only speak in gibberish. I now control your movement, which is erratic. But I will let you play it out as you see fit.
So just define erratic for me.
How would you think Eggval would act as he goes insane? Just think of that. And go ahead and mute, or well, go ahead and bring it back up. You're good.
Are we dead?
You're not dead.
Are we all dead?
Yay.
No.
Yes.
Not yet.
Falcon's face is in her drawing. Come on! Up! Up! Falcon,
Hey.
I don't know how to use Discord. Okay, I got it.
Dude, that happens to me all the time. I always forget how to deafen.
as you guys are walking down the sewers, the first thing you hear is Velkin give out a blood-curdling scream as you
Oh?
are incapacitated within excruciating pain as you drop into the muck and begin to roll around and scream.
Ew.
Do we have reaction time?
Yeah,
Okay,
She's just-
immediately
flailing.
Calder's gonna try to go like pick her up out of the shit and what's going on? Are you okay? Like trying to
I
like
can't
look for
respond. I'm just screaming.
You were screaming. You were incapacitated is the official.
Oh, so I'm like unconscious screaming.
Cannot take actions or reactions. You are just in excruciating pain currently.
Did we all feel or see anything as this happened?
No.
Yeah, can we look around?
I'm
Look
looking
around.
for anything that might have hurt her.
Yeah, perception
I'm
checks.
immediately in
Okay.
combat mode, just
Okay,
like
perception checks.
Okay.
Not
I
bad,
will
not bad.
stay out of this since I'm dealing with Falcon. Let others make the
Okay.
perception.
Yeah, while they're looking around, Isaiah will go over to Velkin and we'll start trying to put lenses on to peel away the layers and see what parts of the weave might be touching her. Casting Identify with a slot, but that'll take a minute, so who knows?
To cast what?
Identify, because
Right.
it lets you know what spell has been cast on a person.
Oh.
Oh.
You're ritualing?
Nope.
Casting? No. It just takes a minute to cast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ritual makes it take 11.
shit. Gotcha.
Are we all welcome to make this perception check?
Yeah, just give me one moment.
Okay.
One thing at a time. I will get it from you. Okay. Roll me an Arcana check, Isaiah.
Dude.
The perception checks from anybody that rolled them.
12.
13.
16.
Ah.
What do they see, Egval?
Oh, at the moment, Egval is just. He seems like he's kind of just sort of swatting at his nose and just sort of like looking around and sort of swatting at the air, and is now looking more toward the ceiling. And would he happen to know where a manhole is? Would he be able to remember, or it's just?
No, not in this state.
Then at that point, he just starts to. He just picks one direction and just starts to wander off, just staring at the ceiling. Just keep kind of like batting at his nose and rubbing it against his hands and sniffing and snorting out really hard.
Where are we going,
And
Egg?
there's just like and he's just and there's just like light muttering gibberish, mainly sounds like grunts to most of you, as he's just kind of and just starts wandering off looking.
Redrick, can you grab him?
Yeah, I
Hey,
grab
wait.
him.
I'm gonna.
Hey,
if-
whoa,
I'm gonna-
whoa,
I'm-
buddy,
I'm
buddy.
gonna try to push you off.
Okay. I'll make an
I'm gonna make connections.
Try and grapple him.
While this is happening, I'm going to make a connection to Egg, to Velkin, to Calder, and to Door.
Ooh.
Okay. What was
Just
your
screaming from
Arcana
Vulcan.
check? 3. At
21.
this point, 21. Sorry. Well,
That's why.
She seems to be afflicted by some sort of abjuration spell. It's very hard to tell what. You're not sure. But something's afflicting her. At this point, the screaming has stopped, and she's just shuddering in your
Okay.
hands in pain.
Calder's kind of like holding her up with one arm and like cups one side of her face with the other hand. He's like, hey, look at me, what's going on? It's okay.
She's
You can't even
crying.
focus.
Yeah, she's crying. You and I don't know if anybody's ever seen Velkin like cry in pain. She does not show emotion like that.
Am I able to grapple Eggval?
What are the rolls?
Nice.
I got a 20.
Tackle him.
Yeah.
And then do you want me to roll?
I just want to hold him. Stop
Contested
him from
athletics.
moving. Athletics or acrobatics?
Or acrobatics, correct.
This would be athletics. So that's a 14 total.
All right, so you try and shake me off, but I still got you. I have a 20. I'm like, whoa, hey, calm down.
Egg?
What is happening? Hold him like away.
He looks confused and muttering and grunting.
Ooh, I use detect thoughts.
Okay.
Pop it on, detect thoughts.
Ooh.
I actually have no idea how I'm holding Egg casually because he's like 2.5 feet taller than me.
Arms around his leg.
You
Yeah,
only
exactly.
his thoughts, you only hear gibberish.
Oh, good lord. Okay. I'm gonna try to delve deeper, see if I can get deeper in there. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Go ahead.
So no one saw anything else nearby, right?
No.
Calder, can you do anything about spell? There's an actual spell going on. This isn't just weird shit. But
After a
No.
minute,
Cast a spell?
Velkin kind of just pass out.
Oh, that's not good.
Does she?
She just seems to be passed out because of the pain that she was in.
Fuck.
I
Alright,
rolled a 10 to the save.
Fail. So which means I can dig deeper with an action. I can probe deeper into his mind.
Okay. The deeper and deeper you go, the more. I guess the less and less. I guess, yeah, it would be less and less Eggval and more and chaotic, wild thoughts like escape, where am I? And just gibberish. Nothing makes sense, even in his deep thoughts.
All right, I'll pop off the helmet. Something weird. He is just like Eggfall's not there. He's just basically instinct of run and get away.
I'm gonna, if enough time's passed, I'm gonna try to break out of the grapple again.
Yeah, you can do it
This
every
time
6
more
seconds.
fiercely. Yeah, so I'm gonna just keep trying to break out of it. So
I've got him by like a wrist. Oh, I have a 24.
I rolled a 17.
26.
I'm
Okay.
gonna, just in case it helps, I'm gonna light up the mob torch. Light it
Okay.
around. It's helped before a little bit. I don't know what exactly is going on. We need to. Velkin can stop this. Can you try and wake her up?
Eggval,
I'm gonna try. That's
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
you get shaken, and Red is holding on to you with all of his might, kind of claws dug into your arms.
Ow! What? What are you doing? Let go.
Hey, there he is.
What is this? Some
Wait, I
kind
thought it
of
was-
an act? You were just trying to run away.
Let go. Fucking
This
your
is not-
claws
Pull the
are
claws
sharp.
out. I'm ready
I
to
drop
grab
the
him
helmet
again.
back on. Do detect thoughts again. See if I get clarity from him again.
You get clarity.
Alright,
You detect any other thoughts but ours? Is anyone else
okay,
nearby?
I'll do a ping within 30 feet. That's the best I can do.
Within 30 feet, no.
No, the thing's great, but it has range, and it's unless if it's something that they can do from a big distance. Pop it off.
Hey,
Why does my nose hurt?
I don't know.
Your
Here,
nose
hold on
hurts?
to this for a minute. Maybe.
Do
Try
I,
and-
DM? I'm sorry. Do I remember anything of what had just happened?
No.
Transpired with that moment? No. Okay.
Do I?
A little something to get her back on her feet, maybe. See if it helps. The littlest you can do is just to see.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll.
Oh. Wait, what's up with Vulcan? Wait, why is Vulcan in the muck? That's like the worst place for her to be.
Yeah,
Something happened to you
Calder's
guys.
got her in the one arm. He's kind of just like she's unconscious now, so he's kind of just like rubbing her cheek with one thumb and Vulcan, hey, come on. Well, I'll put 1 point of lay on hands and see if it.
Her eyes
know
flutter
that she's
open.
lost hit points.
She did not.
Okay.
But the 1 point's still Gonzo.
Yeah.
Her eyes flutter open.
Hey.
She's still in pain.
Nope.
You okay?
Doesn't remember anything.
Not really. Just excruciating pain.
She kind of exhales shakily, and just curls in deeper to you, and just kind of gives like a little nod.
Can I look for any evidence of a trap that might have been set up outside of the door?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
What is it plus? I'm gonna add a side eye to that if that's okay.
Okay.
23.
Well, let me see. No, that definitely beats it. You begin to look around and you backtrack a little bit. 'Cause the spells didn't take effect immediately. Probably 15 feet or so after leaving the room before all these events happened. You kind of backtrack a little bit and you see just on the outside of the door a small carving on the center of the iron door, about the size of a $50, I'd say. Drawn in with precision. 5 blades in a circle.
They were here.
Oh, great.
How come that didn't affect us last night?
They wanted to wait. They're sending a message.
They
We can find you wherever you go.
Oh, yeah, there's that. It's also I was thinking about it. I'm pretty sure they didn't mess up my place because they found it. I'm pretty sure Red broke his deal.
officially he's still in his time frame.
We left.
I told them we were gonna be doing a crazy fucking magic thing. They were cool with it.
As we've seen, it wouldn't take them long to find us. I don't think
Right.
they just happened to find my house the one day we were gone. I think they're coming after us, but they're they're not doing it up front, which makes sense for them. But
Feels like they're playing with us.
or
Yeah.
softening us up.
Yeah.
All three.
Well,
I'll look back to Velkin. You stand, Arlen.
Get a little like grunt of annoyance and a shake of her head. But you do feel her like fingers clench against your shirt, and the shit that is covering her kind of washes away. But she refuses to stand. She's also not talking. No.
He'll just pick her up.
Well, whatever we're gonna do, we better do it now because they're just around the corner, I'm sure.
Ren's dad and then the McCoys.
Yeah.
We stick to the plan.
Yeah.
If they want to fuck with us, they can come fuck with us.
Let's go.
plus, hey, if them finding Isaiah's all that fucking bullshit means that the deal's off, and we talked to everyone this morning, that means they either don't have anything on them, or they're waiting. But odds are they would have done it by now. Sent a message.
Calder, what's your passive
Yay.
perception?
Yeah.
Terrible. 10.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
I just asked us to pick on you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah, all
I stand
my
very
like
close to Calder. No.
no
That's-
good mental stats besides charisma.
What about yours, Isaiah?
What?
Himbo.
Even worse, 9.
Nice.
Man,
That's why I've got Ook. He's fine.
I like it.
what happened?
Why doesn't everyone just go around and share their worst stat? Just make everyone
There-
feel bad.
That's my job.
There was a magic trap on the door. Seems it hit you and Vulcan different ways.
Message from the blades. Let's move.
Yeah.
Formation. Calder, you stick to the middle. Ook and
Yeah.
I'll take front, Red. Keep to the back.
Yep. Usually do.
Okay. After this brief stint in the sewers, you make your way towards Ren's former abode. And as you do, you emerge into a busy part of the city. Busier than it was when you first arrived here. You make your way up quietly. Ren, go ahead and make me the perception check as you pop your head up.
Are the
I
rest
think-
waiting down below?
yeah.
Well, that was a question.
I think so. There's just
Yeah.
one other person.
I thought that
coming
was
with
what
me,
the I thought that was what the plan was, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question on that plan. If the blades are constantly watching us and they just want Dornan,
or- Yeah, Dornan
I
shouldn't go
mean,
up.
like,
Yep.
but then I don't
Yep.
want
Well-
I don't want you to go up alone either, though, because they could just be
Can
like,
anyone
"Whoop, scoop, you're
turn
gone,
me
and we're all down here."
invisible? Can
You know,
anyone turn me
like-
invisible?
Nope.
Well, can anyone turn me
Oh.
invisible and then I can just
No.
go? I'm super quiet. If I was invisible, they would never see me.
Well, we
There's an idea.
can't let Ren. We can't let you go by yourself.
Well, Velkin kind of shifts against Calder and says, I'm quiet.
Are
And
you up
you-
for it?
I'm fine.
I-
Just heart. Not. I don't sink blows like a lot of you guys. Just hurt. Not injured. That's what you're asking. She kind of shimmies out of Calder's arm. She gives him a little peck on the cheek. Says, "Thank you."
Has Velkin done the disguise self in front of the party, or was that just to
Yeah,
be
you-
Calder's fiance? Oh yeah, when we first went into Hardcastle, yeah.
I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Perhaps it'd be better if you. I'm a huge fan. Definitely. It looks great, but perhaps it would be better if you were somebody else.
That is a
when you
good
were up
idea.
there.
Do you want me to bring back Balder's fiance? I can do that.
I mean,
I say go
sure.
for it.
Never mind.
Sure.
Never mind. Not getting involved.
But I don't remember what I named her, but
Emily.
yeah. Emily.
Yep.
Thank you. Good. Should I do that now? It only lasts an hour.
You're
Well,
going
yeah,
up,
we should
right?
probably just go up and hide somewhere.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
can't.
I've got connections to a few of you right now, but it's not gonna last if I see my dad, because I'll have to break them to make a connection to him. But if I see him, I plan to make the connection and come back to you guys, and then start talking.
Okay.
So it was 19.
For the perception check.
Yes.
As you remember, the street is rather tight. Buildings lined up on both sides. Residents, as you poke your head up, walking the streets, coming in and out of the buildings near the manhole that you're in.
Is this manhole like in a alley, or will they? Is it like middle of the street? They'll definitely see us.
It's like just on the outside of an alley, about to enter the street. Kind of sort of like a outflow from the main street into the alley, so it's not too far in, but
Okay. I want to kind of wait and pick my moment. Just try to wait for a moment when nobody's really looking, and then just quickly and quietly, like I always do.
Was it
Falcon as
before
well?
the two?
Yeah,
I'll say
before
before. Sorry,
you go ahead.
before the two of you leave, you both eventually feel warmth in your body.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Hank.
As Velkin
Nice.
starts to go over the ladder too, Calder grab her hand for a second. Careful. And give you guidance.
She gives him a little nod, and then actually, Calder would see, because this is right as she's going up the ladder, and it's kind of probably a little creepy, but you watch as like her facial features begin to morph into, I think I had a half elf, a blonde half elf, and the eyes are the last thing that stays is the red. Before they just kind of, she blinks and she opens and they're blue, and she gives him a little nod and heads up. As Emily. Yeah.
all right. Stealth checks from both of you.
Fantastic trick.
Where's my d20? There it is. What do I have for stealth? I don't even remember. I just know it's okay.
26.
It's okay.
26.
I got a 14 plus 8.
A 14 plus 8.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
Nice.
22 for us math mages out there. There you go, Calder. Get it through.
22.
You both, quickly picking the right moment, move the manhole cover out of the way and climb up. You look in the street, it's quite busy. With a 19 Ren, you look down towards your house, which is, as you remember, at the end of this block. And it sits with a door that was ripped off its hinges open. The door set to the side and leaned up against the side of the building. One city guard stands in front of the door. Sort of to the side, the door is open, but it kind of stands there on guard, looking very stoic, watching passerbys.
Is the burning house still there?
You'd have to kind of go around the corner to see it.
Fair enough.
Echo burnt that house down, a couple houses down.
Got it.
All right. Hood up, and then I'm going to pick a spot within like 30 feet to try to kind of like hide, but keep eyes on my house on the front door.
Okay. Stealth check's fine. We'll keep the same one that you made.
Okay.
You just keep the eyes on the front door until you're waiting for your dad to enter.
Both. I don't know if he's in there. I don't know if he hasn't gotten there. Although I'm assuming, how long has it been since we? So it was like 20-ish minutes you said to get to my house from where we were in the sewers.
Give or take. You probably,
So it's been like,
we'll say 30 to make it a good
Okay.
old round number after your little event.
okay, so it's been like 45-ish minutes since my dad said he was going to a study.
Yep.
Is that about how long it would take to get from the palace, or?
If you were taking a direct route, probably a little bit less.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on the door, and then ask Falcon to also keep an eye on the door. But then occasionally just like look up and down the street to see if I see him or.
Go ahead and
anybody
make me a
that looks like
perception
him.
check.
Can I make one as well, watching whatever direction Ren isn't?
Sure.
Oh, I'll watch the other way.
That was 15. I can add a side eye to it if it'll make a difference.
15.
Yeah.
Vulcan.
17. I did my own math this time.
Wow.
Oh.
A 15 and a 17. No sign of him. It's not that you missed him, but he just never entered or exited the building so far.
Gotcha.
You wait 5, 10, 15 minutes. Guard still stands outside. See, he kind of gets impatient for a moment and takes this opportunity to kind of lean up against the building.
Seem like he's waiting for someone?
You would get
If
that
my-
feeling probably.
I guess if my dad came home to a burnt out office and safe room, he'd probably be spending some time in there.
Do you
I'll
want him
wait.
out of the way?
Huh?
Do you want in? And gestures to the door.
I don't know if that's the safest idea.
Okay. If you need him, kind of eyes flicker to the guard. Gone. Let me know.
We'll keep that in mind. Definitely.
That sounds fucking ominous.
Fucking
Did not
man.
even cross range.
Need someone gone. I'm the one gone.
Gone, wink, wink.
30
You
minutes.
said you made connections with Calder and
Yeah.
someone, right? Yeah, I'll periodically check in too.
Calder
just
and
to
Egg
see
and
Four in the middle.
what's up?
Endor, because I can do 4 now.
Ah,
Yay.
Nice.
Ooh. Nerd.
7 hours.
Come on.
You're a nerd.
30 minutes goes by. Still no sign of him.
I'm gonna try to think to Ren. So if I just think, does that just say stuff to you, or do you have to do it first?
Are you actually like sending it to me? Or
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is him trying to do it.
matter of fact, I can
Oh.
hear all of your thoughts.
Oh.
I don't
Sorry.
know. Make a deception check.
With advantage, because it's egg ball.
And I'll use my passive insight.
Ooh.
I got a 21.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Driven back into insanity.
Hmm.
I'm kidding, Egg. I'm kidding. No, I can only hear it when you
Okay.
send it to me. Just think towards
Okay.
me and I can hear it. Don't think at me and I won't hear it. And if you
Okay.
feel weird about it, you can always break the connection yourself. But
How do I
Um,
break and just lose connection? He's learning.
I don't know, just
Grandpa
imagine
found the
snapping it
end
like a
button.
twig.
Yeah. After about an hour or so, you see him briefly step out of the front of the doorway. You can see him kind of say something to the guard. Mouth something to him. The guard stands straight up and gives him a nod. And your dad heads back inside.
All right. As soon as I saw him, I broke all the connections that I had, and I made a connection to him and to Vulcan.
Doo-doo,
Or at least
doo-doo,
attempted to.
doo-doo, doo-doo. Just all the end calls have. Okay.
So do I feel the connection connect? 4 hours.
He's checking. Ooh.
there's rolls involved.
I know.
It's never happened before that I'm aware of.
He's just making gestures at this point to throw us off.
Hmm,
It's like, roll. Roll
Throw
again.
them off.
Go ahead and roll me. Make a wisdom check for me. And add your proficiency modifier.
Scanners, your head explodes.
Actually, intelligence.
Intelligence.
Ooh.
Okay.
You get that good.
Well, that's a wonderful roll. Plus proficiency
Mm-hmm.
and intelligence. 16.
You feel well, shouldn't say that. You see him pause for a moment, turn over his shoulder, kind of eyeing the streets,
That hound is hounding.
Ah.
walks back inside.
I try to talk to him. Did I feel a connection or no?
No. It
I don't
felt
feel a
blocked.
connection. It felt blocked. Fuck. All right.
Huh.
Did you say the guard is still there?
He is.
Falcon.
Falcon's chomping at the bit.
Take him out!
Make him gone.
Do the
Do it.
deed.
He just evaporates
couldn't-
into flame.
Alright.
I couldn't make a connection. I think I have to go in.
Do you want me to go with you?
Yeah.
Okay. I will
Calder
say
would not approve, but I am all for this. Get it?
I'm gonna use another spell slot to recast my disguise self because it's been an over and over, so I have to redo it. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, sorry, I need to read a spell. Do they know that this happens? That's what I don't know. Hold on.
I mean, we could always
Okay.
try to sneak around the back and go in the back door.
I think
Boo!
Fucking lame.
Okay,
Makes a
let
lot
me
of sense.
let me
You
try
could save
one
spells
thing.
that way.
Let me try one thing.
And then
With
nobody
those
would
people.
see me walking in the front of my house. It's probably smarter.
Okay, do you want to do that
Huh?
first? Do you want to try that first, or
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, let's see if there's anyone
Okay.
at the back door. Let's
Okay.
try the back door first.
oh, it's fine. She is going to kind of motion for Eorns to head out into the street, just kind of wander around, like
Okay.
he's like chasing bugs or whatever.
Aw.
Oh, and actually, no, never mind. Yeah,
But
stick with the
All
plan. Nothing.
okay, fine. All right.
Girl
so
power.
she'll go with Ren. She's kind of following. Like it's very clear she's kind of just following Ren's lead because this is like Ren's thing. She's just there for support.
This definitely will need another stealth check. Because you do have to pass in front of the house, make a
Mhm.
left, walk down, a few houses and make a right and then into the alley.
24.
I got a
24.
22.
22.
Just need to get better at doing my own math.
Good job.
Proud of you.
You guys both put cloaks up and kind of stick yourselves towards the shadows. And as you make the left, the guard's eyes follows you, but doesn't seem to really care about your presence as you pass by other passerbys in the street. As you make the left, you can see one building does stand out. One of the large apartment buildings, the entire front side of it is completely blackened and charred. A lot of the balconies and railings are destroyed and caved in, but the front of this building is completely destroyed. And you would probably assume that the entire interior of this place is caught on fire too. Wasn't
Vulcan's
completely, it
gonna-
hasn't collapsed, but
Vulcan's gonna hear
Nice.
in her head. I actually wasn't super mad when Echo did that because the guy that lived in like the first apartment used to make fun of my ears and he kind of deserved it.
Do you hear? You see the edges of Belkin's like mouth twitch up into like curl up into a smile and she says, "You know, I was admiring it while we were walking past."
I can tell Dor that. Dor will
Yeah.
appreciate it. I never would have told Echo.
I would have told Echo.
I know you would have.
Making the right, peering around the alley, you do see another guard posted at the back door as well.
All right, looks like you do get to take one out.
Okay, so here's the thing. I can make him just disappear.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna know something happened. He's probably going to be really fucking confused as to what's happened. But yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
maybe.
your choice. Do we? I can also just see if Eorance
This
can get his
poor
attention.
guard.
Well, yeah, okay, we can try. We should definitely do everything as respect as we can.
Okay.
If you want to see if Yorins can get his attention, I can like write a little note and put it on his collar.
I was just gonna make Eorance bite his ankles and run away and see if he follows him.
I don't think that'll work. I'm gonna just take out a scrap apartment and write on a piece of paper. Go out the back door, get rid of the guard. I am king. And
Am I sending
Affix it to
Eorance in there?
Eorance.
Is that what we're doing?
huh? Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's. Are you disappointed?
This plan's going great.
no. Don't even need an insight check to know that she is.
Yeah.
Playing
it safe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how am I getting him through the door?
Oh, I thought you had a plan for that.
No!
Then why did you offer?
I
Alright, knock out the guard.
distract the guard so we can get in. That's what I thought we were doing.
Okay, let's distract the guard so we
Just
can
make
get
him
it.
disappear already.
We had two entirely different plans. I thought you were talking about getting yours to my dad, not the guard.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
getting
make-
past the guard in. Do we want that?
Yeah, do that.
Okay. We have a minute to like get the fuck in there after he's gone. Okay.
The window that you guys are standing next to, you just see a face come up. Go away!
Shut up, Mrs. Burns.
Nice.
Take your medicine.
Ives and Burns.
So you're in charge of getting us in the door. Okay. You're in charge of
Yeah,
getting
I've
us
got it.
in the door.
I have a key.
Well, okay. Why didn't you fucking say that? Okay, she looks at the guard and she
did.
just goes, and then I'm gonna cast banishment on him.
Ooh, he's a
How'd I
wisdom
get-
save, correct?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Ooh.
The most charismatic guard ever.
That's 6.
Oh, charismatic.
You just okay. So you give Velkin the go ahead, and she says okay, and she just turns her gaze towards the guy, and you see the pocket watch come out and the click, and he's gone. And she's like, okay, go.
Go straight for it. Get to the door, take a quick. How long does it take when I investigate something?
Depends on how quick you want to investigate something.
I want to do a real quick check for traps.
Okay.
Or just see if the door's
investigation
unlocked. 25.
check. 25.
It went up.
Oop.
26.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. This is a wild ride. 26. You quickly look over the door for any traps, and you don't think it's trapped.
All right. I will take out my key and try to open it. Quietly.
It opens. How long does
Step inside.
banishment last, by the way? 10 minute?
1 minute.
1 minute.
1
We have a minute.
I
to
knew
get
there was a
in.
1 involved there. Okay.
So slip inside, close the door, lock it behind. Well, no, I won't lock it, but I will close it.
Okay. Close the door. You're inside. Familiar
And-
visage of a childhood home around you.
Nice house. Is it burnt?
Thanks. No,
Is it
Not
like
the
all burnt?
downstairs.
it was just the office.
Mm.
And this is a mind conversation. All right. Will you I guess just wait at the stairs for me if you don't mind. I go up.
You don't want me to go with you?
Well, like I don't come like up to the top of the stairs, but I don't want him to see you. At least not right away.
Gives Ren a little shove to go up the stairs, and she
Yeah.
to follow quietly.
Okay. As you both walk up the stairs, you hear a What the hell just happened?
He's back.
The door opens. Downstairs.
Upstairs.
You enter the room to your dad's office. And you see him rummaging at his desk, back turned towards you. The office room, or his hidden chamber, is open, and you can see that nothing really exists there but scarred metal.
Hey, Dad.
I'm trying to stay out of the line of sight.
Okay. As you say, "Hey, Dad," from the crouch position, or not crouch position, but the him facing away, he turns towards you quickly and throws a dagger, just out of instinct. Just before it is about to hit you, it stops and hovers in front of you. And dissipates. Rose.
Neat trick.
He looks, the color from his face drains. At this point, you hear shing. One sword pointed towards you, Falcon, the other towards Ren. My lord! What's going on? Is everything okay? Who are you? How did you get inside?
I'm above your pay grade.
What she said.
Both of them level the sword at you a little bit tighter, just about at your neck. Should we get rid of them? No. It's okay. They used to live here. It's all. Keep guard. Make sure nobody else gets in. We'll be having a talk about it, exactly how this happened. All right, my lord. And he puts the sword, both of them sheathe their swords and give you a nod before they stomp down the stairs.
Vulcan gives them like a cocky little wave as they go.
As he kind of shakes out what he was looking at, he just stomps up to you and just hugs you and pulls you in. And then
I
Good.
let him, but I don't hug him back, and I'm just like a little stiff.
Valken's also watching his hands very closely.
Okay.
No knives or anything. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
he pulls you out. What happened to your hair?
I knock his hands away and take a step back. Well, I was told that I was like being hunted, and I got chased out of the city by people with knives, and there was like a disguise kit in the pack that Briar gave me, so I thought I should probably change it up, since people, seem to kind of want to kill me, and I don't know why. Know anything about that?
You shouldn't be here. And he kind of turns away from you, and he goes to the desk and begins to open up drawers, collect things.
Well, I'm
out
not
from
leaving
underneath.
without answers.
Was this you?
Yeah. And some friends. I'm not sorry either. You're kind of a dick, you know that? You're like really a fucking dick. Did you tell Briar to tell me that you were dead?
It's for your own good.
We can just like have a conversation? Hey, Rose. I'm like a lot older than you think I am, and I've got magic powers, and so do you, and people are gonna want. So you should probably fucking leave. Did that like ever cross your mind, like a conversation?
It was too much for you to understand.
Really? Okay, so it was better to throw me out into the world with no knowledge.
Seems like you've learned a lot.
Well, I need to learn more.
Well, at least you seem happy with the people you've been traveling with.
You know where Logan is?
I do.
Do you know the condition he's in?
I do.
What the fuck are you doing about it?
You don't understand the position I'm in.
I don't. You're right, Dad, I don't, because you never fucking told me. But if you actually care about me and you want me to live, I need to know what's going on.
What do you already know?
You first. I know I'm spell scarred. I think that's the biggest of it. Etheric soul, different dimensions.
You remind me of your mother. We'll say that.
I don't want to hear about Mom right now, Dad.
Exactly what she would say when she wanted me to be quiet.
You know I can make daggers now, too?
Show me.
I'll make one and toss it right next to his head.
As you go to formulate the dagger, it sputters in your hand.
What are you doing?
Like you said, you have a lot more to learn. Listen, Rose,
you
the
said that
reason I
pretty
didn't
condescending.
the only reason I didn't tell you is to keep you safe. You, your mother, your brothers. If you knew what I was involved in from the beginning, none of you could have stayed here. We could have never had a family. That's why you were sent away. Could not have you involved in my life anymore. Briar refused to leave. I gave you no choice. Logan set off on his own.
That's it? A couple of decades as a family and then you're just done with us? What the fuck was the point?
It was either that, or this chaos that we're all involved in now gets brought upon all of our heads, not just mine.
You think the chaos isn't on my head? Have you been paying attention?
Well, Rose, I've been rather busy. Not paying attention entirely. I do know that you met with Cade Snow, an old friend of mine. Seems to be having you running around all over Faerun. Am I correct there? Look at me. Am I correct there?
Fuck off. You don't have any right to tell me what to do. You gave that up when you sent me out into the world on my own. Don't fucking tell me what to do.
Okay. Then why are you here?
For information.
On what? Your brother.
Everything. My brothers, both of them. What happened? The original. Why are we even here? Cade said that we were in the other place.
We had to leave. All of us.
Why?
Protect the balance.
Protect the balance. What does that mean? The balance between light and dark that...
It means a lot more than that. These people that I've been hunting, since you were just a baby, I guess it's been that long. They set out to do something very dangerous. Not just to our family, but everyone here. It's my job to stop them. They've become a plague to this region, to this world, to this plane of existence.
Who? What people?
Those that you called Spells God.
So people like us. Like you and me and your son.
Not like me. These, I don't know how to explain this. These people that we met, that I met so many years ago, showed us something extraordinary. Paradise could not be resisted. Place of beauty, law and order, of magic, peace. But then something happened, and corruption seeded itself within the people there. Things began to fall apart. And we had to leave. I hunt those responsible for it all falling apart, Rose. Ones that want all of this to fall apart.
Have I met any of those people?
I'm not sure who you met, but if you're asking about Snow, Snow's always been a man for himself. When he came into our lives, he was but... I would call him a mad man. Obsessed with learning and evolving his abilities. And when he came with us, found an opportunity to learn things there. Gave us time and resources. And he became powerful. But when things began to fall apart, he was standing beside me and the others.
He told me that you left the other place to be with Mom, and then you went off the rails and started killing people. All of his friends. All of your friends. Hundreds of people tortured and murdered and hung for rails.
It wasn't as extreme as that, I promise you. Some of my friends, yes. But it had to be.
They were the ones that hurt? That did the corruption? Your friends? People you thought were your friends?
It was not corruption, entirely. But yes. Some wounded me so deeply that it would never heal.
Poor thing. What must that be like?
The loss of someone you love? Have you felt that before?
Well, my dad was dead a couple weeks ago. Didn't know what happened to my brothers. Didn't know what was happening to me.
Well, I can explain some things to you. The reason you are the way you are, and you can do what you can do, as with your brother Logan, is not because of me, because of your mother.
Mom was Spellsguard?
She was part of those Ruthian Zahn people. I met her... feels like lifetimes ago.
So you met her in the other place?
That's where you were born. Once we began traveling there, we realized just from being there, we were just being changed, afflicted. By this place. It seemed to have some sort of natural effect on us. People like Cade took advantage of it, like I said, and grew his power. And used it for research science, growth, and others used it for opportunity. The city was assaulted, Rose. We all had to flee.
By Titipulus?
Not just him. Some say the entire Nine Hells themselves emerged from the sky. Titipulus is nothing but a pawn and manipulator.
Okay.
Cade sent out after we got back to continue his work and discover exactly what had happened that day. Nothing from our planes of existence should ever have been able to emerge there, according to him. Not only my trusted few escaped, but others as well. Some corrupted by the chaos that sprung from the sky that day. Something was going on that was way above my head.
This was before or after the spell plague?
After.
Is it the chaos you're fighting against? Against Eric? Are you trying to stop them?
Who did you say?
Never mind.
Rose, I assure you what I'm doing is the right thing.
What do you think your word means to me right now?
And if you do not trust it, why are you here? To gain information, this is all I'm giving you.
There's sometimes truth in lies. Gotta pick through it.
If that's how you want to perceive this conversation, go ahead. But what I can say to you is I'm sorry I did not tell you.
Are you?
Indeed. I'm sorry what has become of your brother. I'm sorry you had to learn on the road.
You're sorry it was all your fault?
I had no other choice. I still have no other choice.
Were you the one that sent the kids? The kids from the orphanage?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do I believe him?
Insight check.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, I was
You have-
muted. Can I insight as well?
Sure.
You have a warmth if it hasn't been 10 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
Close.
Has it been 10 minutes? All right, I will use the warmth.
It's close.
D8.
Wait,
Yes, D8.
It's gonna casually take out like a little lemon cake in front of my dad and eat it.
in the middle of the conversation.
He forgot
You
the
asshole.
conversation.
All right, so with that, it's a 15. Can I try adding a side eye to it?
Sure.
I got a 22 with my buff.
Nice. 23. Yeah.
Both believe him. You seem hungry.
Yeah, that's why I'm having a snack. You're very perceptive.
Curious time to eat.
All right.
But my work is not done, Rose. I have to
Yeah, I know.
continue. But I'm gonna give you a warning. The path that you and your friends are headed on is a dangerous one, as you probably already know.
What other path do I have?
But whatever you have faced so far, nothing compares nothing compares to those that will want to stop you from what you were trying to accomplish.
There's no other choice. I'm not going to turn my back on my friends, or my brother, or the world. So you do what you think is right, and I'll do what I think is right.
Eventually, I think you will realize that we're on the same path.
Well, speaking of paths, don't bother with Orpentar. I turn around and leave. And hook arms with Vulcan.
Once Ren's back is turned and as she's heading out, Vulcan goes this over her shoulder and is just gonna walk out with her. Gonna flip him off.
I don't like that you rolled a dice.
You hear something in your head. Rose, good luck.
Can I break the connection?
You can?
All right. I will hesitate for a second. I'm glad you're not dead. And I break the connection. And head back towards the sewers.
Earth.
We have to go back to the sewers.
Not the sewers.
What the sewers?
We'll head to a different manhole. I don't want to risk the guard seeing us. Oh, fuck.
You just passed him.
Yeah, never mind.
You just
Oh, no, I
passed
meant
right
I meant going into the sewer.
okay,
I
I
don't want to
see
go
what
to
you
the same man.
by. Okay,
Because, it's within inside of my house, right?
sure. It's easy
Yeah.
enough to find another manhole and eventually get back to your party.
Okay. It wasn't him with your family, Red.
Oh, I was trying to whole mind connection thing, and I was trying to tell you, and I don't know if you could hear me, but if you needed to get in and get out fast, I could do that. I could do that more times now, but you're already back, so it doesn't really matter now.
Okay.
Awesome. Love it.
Yeah, sorry, I had to break the connection. I tried to. Where are we gonna go?
McCoy's.
Yeah.
Boys.
Quick thought. I mean, they probably already are. Do we want to loop them in all this with the blades?
Well, they
Kind of
probably
putting them at
already
risk.
are aware
Might be
of
able to.
everything.
I mean,
They might
aren't
be able to
they
help us get out of
already?
the city.
Actually,
Don't-
that's
ahead.
not the worst idea. The only people who are specifically involved is Cam. Maybe we should reach out to Cam and see if he wants to meet somewhere.
And I mean, aren't they technically in their own way involved in the Blades in a different situation?
We
Right?
sell to them.
I just don't want to bring
Oh.
trouble to their doorstep for some shit we're causing.
Yeah.
True.
Did we not want
Oh.
to talk to them about the stuff? The Xanthian.
Well,
No, we do.
So, okay, if we don't want to involve the entirety of the McCoys and go to the shop, do you want me to message Cameron and see if he just wants to meet us somewhere else instead?
Cam doesn't know. So if we're asking about that kind of information, we need to talk to Mother.
think it's
or-
best to
I can
go
send
to
a
the
message
shop.
to
I
Mother.
mean-
Okay.
They've certainly seen us. They knew, almost exactly when we came back to town, so.
Alright. Just a thought.
It's a good thought. I don't know. I just feel like they've probably seen us by now.
Just more blood on our hands. It's fine.
I love your upbeat attitude, Red. It's so
Hey.
it's so relaxing.
Way to be a gnome hand.
It
All right, where are we doing? What are we
Really
going?
is we're just in a great situation, that's all.
Yeah.
I think most of us have enough blood on our hands. We don't need to be blaming ourselves for other people. But let's go.
Okay.
Okay. So you're heading to the shop again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we're traveling, I assume we're taking sewers. As we're heading that way, Calder will kind of tug Ren's sleeve a bit and like drop back behind everybody.
I'm gonna slow down.
Doing okay, kid?
He's like really a dick. He said he was sorry, but I don't really think he was. He didn't act like it. He just kept saying he didn't have a choice, but that's bullshit. There's always a choice. You might not like the choice, but there's always a choice.
He doesn't want to take responsibility.
He said sorry, but he just kept saying that he had to do it, and I don't really think that that's taking responsibility.
Sorry with excuses isn't really sorry.
Exactly. Yeah. He told Briar to tell me he was dead. It was like his idea. Couldn't like just talk to me. But hey, if my theory about the McCoys is right, they might be my family. Apparently my mom was a Rushian Zahn.
Whoa,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of big.
Yeah. I was actually born in the other place. Like, I'm not technically from here.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Huh. So is your dad actually Spellscarred, or is it just your mom?
He said he was something different. I was like kind of pissed and upset, and I didn't really follow that thread.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's I'll just tug your arm and like start to catch up with the rest of the party because I want everyone to hear this.
He'll real quick before you get too far. He'll kind of like pull you in and a little side hug, give you a little squeeze, and then
Give you a
let
squeeze
go
back.
and walk up with you.
So everything with a grain of salt. You know, we've got stories from a bunch of known liars, but my dad said that when they went to the other place, they had to leave. Like, he was there when the attack happened that Cameron was talking about with, like, Titivulus. He said it was, like, the whole nine hells, and people were, like, corrupted, and he said that all the people that he killed were corrupted, and they were trying to do something that he thought was bad.
Well, wait a minute. So, okay. Personal note here. He's working with Poe, in theory, which then led him to my father. So you're telling me that my dad was one of the bad guys.
I'm telling you that my dad's a liar, and this is what he said.
Well,
I should have gone up there. He looks at everyone. I should have gone up there so I could talk to him about this.
to be
Let's go
fair,
back.
we know they both work for the Baron. I think it is. We know they both work for the city. We don't necessarily know that they both cooperate on every project.
Oh, could have
And
had
we
his
also don't
own-
know that he's not being lied to. There are untold numbers of stories of people trying to do the right thing with bad information. So it's possible. May not mean what you think it does.
Feels
Should've
like
gone up.
there's
That's all I'm saying.
feels like there's still a bunch of other spices we don't really know is a part of this stew of weird stuff.
I
Yes.
agree. I remember there's certain things that keep popping up. Abad said that the Rushian Zan were like obsessed with the power of the gods. And like that's what they were hunting. And then my dad just said that Cade was obsessed with learning and like evolving his powers. Abad said it was the Zan, Dad said it was Cade.
Well, so the things we do know is that the Rushian Zan used to be here, right? Before the plague, before the gate.
That's what my style said. I meant to ask my dad a lot more stuff. I got pretty
No.
Which seems heavy.
yeah.
So if
That's
they
a good
were
way to put it.
here first, and then they went there, unless the story's just gotten confused. Falcon, do you remember? Did you know much about that culture before the plague hit?
Can I make a history check?
You can.
18 plus 9.
Okay.
Nice.
The only knowledge that you know of the Xanthian people are stuff that you read in history books about the ancient civilization that was in Elbador. Whether or not they came before or after really wasn't mentioned. They were sort of a myth. Until all of you found out the information they did, some people thought they were the cause of it. They had escaped.
It not much more than we already know. And a lot of it depends on who you ask. People believe different things. It's hard to pinpoint who is wrong and who is right.
That's easy.
Corruption
You're
keeps
always
coming
right.
up.
You got this.
Um,
Everybody agrees on corruption. Everybody agrees on an attack from the hell. Everybody agrees that somebody is obsessed with the power of the god.
Do we have like specification on what he means by he said those who were killed were corrupted? What does that mean?
He said that something about the nature of the other place changed all of us. And Cade used it to his advantage to like learn more stuff.
So
I'm not exactly sure.
So the other place was just giving out weird blue flame juice to everyone that was in there.
So the blue flame effects, the whole spell scarred thing, is that the corruption he's talking about?
Maybe. I'm not sure. He said we had to leave to preserve the balance. He said the balance was getting messed up.
yeah.
Whatever the hell that means.
The
But he
balance
was-
between.
But he was there when the attack happened, he said.
Yeah,
I would
I guess
imagine,
so was I, technically.
Right. I would imagine they left because of the attack. Not. Maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that just makes sense. to me.
He's.
Oh, interesting.
Are we walking and talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
If if there's something intrinsic to the place about this balance, a load of people coming from here, going there, might have skewed the balance, which it actually allowed the more
Right.
negative forces entry into that place.
My dad mentioned that.
So if all of them left, the balance could skew back and close that door.
He said that
Maybe.
we shouldn't have been able to be there. Just like Cam said, we shouldn't have been able to go to that place. The opposite.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
he's been rolling a
that's
lot
right.
of dice, guys.
Oh
no!
There he is.
Ah,
I have no idea what just happened.
the chaos
Hi,
got
my
him.
name is Kate. I'll be the DM for the rest of the campaign.
He left to go to the opposite.
I have no idea what happened. I just got disconnected.
Alright.
But also, you and Dornan saw the other in the
Yeah.
and it wasn't like hell itself or anything.
Far
No,
from
it
it.
seemed
Okay.
really nice. If I would have cared at the time, I probably would have been more impressed than I was.
So
Oh,
clearly they didn't destroy it.
no,
Whatever
we have to go to New.
came.
There was a city. We didn't see a city, but my dad mentioned one. They may have destroyed that.
We do just a
Or-
hard reset.
It sounds like from what Cam has said that they were able to push back the incursion with the help of Gade and others. So that other should be, as far as we know, fairly normal for it. And it certainly seems like they're much more focused on here than there now.
You think all this stuff we're dealing with Titivolus and Korgas and all that bullshit, Cyric, they're trying to get to that other because everyone's having trouble getting back. Apparently it gives you fucking crazy blue flame, green dagger powers, and maybe these guys just want back. They want that
Maybe,
blue,
but
that blue flame juice for themselves.
Cam said, if I remember correctly, that they talked about that place as a staging location,
Oh,
not
yeah.
as a final destination.
You're right.
Maybe they're trying. Maybe they did at one point go back there to try and juice up to go to their final destination, which would require. Oh, that's interesting. Because if that place works like or with the chaotic blue flame, which was produced here when Mistra died. Oh, maybe they're just trying to set off a reaction that they could harness and then go kill the gods. Like they're trying to do with your... I don't think friend is the right word. Associate? Is that Patreon? No, wait, that's not the right way to say that.
Patreon.
Matron, I guess.
Start
Matron.
my Patreon.
Is that
Benefactor.
that would fit with a hellish sort of goal. If they need more power, and they tried once before with that place but were rebuffed. Now they're trying here, but they know the best way to release the power, if that's how they harness it, is to kill Mistra. Then they're not even working for Cyric, they're just using him to see if he can kill her again.
So you think Cyric is not the goal, but the pawn? A
My
step.
dad didn't
Well-
even know who Cyric was.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That's actually an interesting thought because when we were fighting with Abad, if he wanted the gem, he would have tried to take it or do something, but instead, what he was doing was that he was taking the energy from the piece and harnessing it, using it for himself. And he kind of had the big old like ball thing before we took him out, and it seemed like that. Unless if this is
Yep.
more of me, unless if I'm misremembering DM, it kind of seemed like that after all of that and stuff, the gem wasn't glowing as brightly. Or
Yeah, Abad seemed to be siphoning energy from the gem in the center of that room.
so
I assumed that
could,
was just to kill us.
Well,
So that he
no,
could
well,
take it without us fucking with him.
well, of course, but that might fit along with that tract of thought of where it's not the actual pieces themselves, but what's contained within the power, the capability.
Which also brings up a point that the blue flame is from Cyric, not really Mr. Dian, right? Or both?
Well,
Don't know, but he's
no.
pulling it out of Cyric's soul gem, so.
I thought it was the destruction of the spellweave. It was
So-
where
The spell weave was destroyed, and blue flame erupted and spread across the land. The specifics of where that flame came from, I don't know.
I
We
pull
don't.
a chalkboard and a pointer.
fully
so
called
we
right now
got
is
the
just
spell
like
plague.
rubbing his
Soul
temples.
peppers. Soul peppers.
I'll get
I have
the
to erase the
string.
soul pepper markings I had on there earlier to make room for this.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh man.
But this doesn't matter much until we whatever they're trying to do. It seems they need these pieces.
Right. That is
Yeah.
step A for them. And our most convenient, most easiest, most possible way of stopping them from doing whatever they want.
Collect more pieces.
Yep.
Well, no. I was going to say, it seems these pieces, not just any old soul, but these particular pieces are what they need.
Right.
In which case, they can't move forward without us. They can't finish without us. Which gives us time to deal with family shit.
Well, they can't
Nimpeth.
finish, maybe, but they are fucking shit up for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't
I
been
mean-
hard for them to draw us out in the past. Pretty much everywhere we've gone has been, oh, we're waiting for you.
Well, that's because we've been looking for them specifically. The first time Kate sent us in specifically for them, and then
Okay.
we went in
Well,
specifically
We've been looking
for
for pieces of the soul. But
Yeah.
Sure.
What I'm saying is, we've got enough time for Nimpeth. We've got enough time for Wyland. We've got enough time for maybe some unfortunate unquiet dead. If that's the direction we want to head, because they can't finish without us. So if we don't go running to them, we should have time.
We think maybe they can't finish without what we have, but it's
Well,
not a sure
that's-
thing.
That's the best theory we have at the moment.
Yeah.
That's
No, I
the-
mean,
that's
it
the
doesn't
hope.
really. Right. I mean, we're still going in Impith, right? We're not going to leave Red's family to whatever
of course not.
fate
No.
awaits them.
I think
Appreciate
I think
it.
my brother might be there too, or at least nearby, or at least
Well,
like
could
threads
be.
of it somewhere.
Didn't you think he might have been at the dragon, the pirate?
Well, so remember I said that like the dragon. I thought that at first, but then I like thought about it, and the dragon said that he could help me. He necessarily, not that he necessarily had my brother. And no, I don't. I don't think the Corsair has. He just knows where he is, and is trying to manipulate me with that knowledge.
Okay.
Oh, And I
Well,
mean,
we-
the Corsair's a pirate. He might have ships in Nimpeth, and
I think it
has
was-
your brother posture.
I think it was Briar that sent your family red. Sorry, I was just thinking about it. I think Briar. I think it.
I was honestly thinking that too. We just kind
Yeah.
of blew right past that in the conversation.
No,
I
you're
meant to
good.
say it, but we got a little sidetracked.
And if the man that you saw was Briar and he said something brother and he fucking Christ and he said something about a brother, that would make sense because Logan is our brother. And as much as I want to punch Briar's stupid fucking face right now, I think he would want to help.
When we saw Logan, I didn't catch a good glimpse of him. I know you guys did. Was he chained up, or did he have broken chains? By any
Well,
chance?
the chain
Just a thought.
breaker thing that's been a long time.
Okay.
That doesn't match up with the timeline of Logan leaving.
Mm-mm.
That was a long
Gotcha.
time.
But
thing.
he was holding his hands as if there was something restraining them.
But
And there was
So-
we heard like bars, and he said that some.
You might want to drop and come back in, Sarah.
Okay,
Yeah.
where is it?
Technical difficulties.
Gotta figure out why that's happening.
Run's back.
Welcome
So-
back.
Okay, hello. Let's hope that works.
Crap, I had a thought. I don't.
Of
You guys
course.
have been standing underneath a manhole
we-
for the last
Great, let's go.
10, 15
Yeah.
minutes.
Let's
Come on.
go talk.
And
We didn't know we got there. We're so absorbed
All
in the
those
conversation.
inside.
Oh, I wanted to ask a quick question too before we move on.
Mm.
Did Rin's dad? So you said that when we left, you said that when I left, my dad's hair was short,
Mm.
but now it's long. I haven't seen that. Does he look the same age?
No,
Motherfucker. So he looks older.
indeed.
Older. How much did his hair grow? How many inches?
We'll say 6 inches.
All right.
It went from short, curly red hair to now long, shoulder hair.
Okay, shoulder length. Okay, so that's a few months at least.
I'm noting that down
Okay.
for the character art. Okay.
Well, that's. Yeah, how long have you been away from home?
A few
A month.
months.
How
Well,
many
like
of you?
2. It's about going on 2.
2 months.
Yeah, because
I'm-
we've been together for 40 couple of days, and it was a little while before that. So
That's a
2.5
lot of hair
months.
growth for 2 months.
it's like a year.
He supplements.
He supplements.
He
He's
also-
taking his
He also
vitamins.
could have grown longer and cut it.
What-
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that is a lot of hair growth
Yes.
for 2 months.
Yeah.
All right, what are we
he's
talking
saying
about
it
hair
could
growth
be
for?
even
Anyway.
more.
You guys get to the
Talk about
McCoys.
fucking
Up the
McCoys.
sewer.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. This party
Smoke
goes off the
yourself.
fucking rail. We're gonna have the
We-
fucking haircut
we
track.
just-
Here we go.
We start talking about
Strap in.
something, and then we talk about like 6 what ifs about
Yeah, I
that
know,
one
that's
thing.
exactly
Every
and
what I'm-
time.
just keep going.
Every time.
Every time.
ADHD.
Yeah.
Get in there.
I
Ask
think
the
this
old
is a
lady
good
some
this is a good
questions.
place to take a break. I think we've been
Okay.
lore dumping for 2 hours now. So.
Let's kill
Good
something.
lower dog. All right. We just gotta go in there and kill the McCoys. Anyway,
See you in 10 minutes.
we're going on break. We'll see you guys in 10 to 15 minutes.
Jesus.
And we're back.
Hello.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
DM. I just realized it. That's dope. It's got like bows and dye and like some diamonds.
Yeah, I
cool
wore
stuff.
this to like a Hawaiian shirt party one
Yeah.
time, and it's not really Hawaiian, but I
No.
listen.
It's got the vibe.
No, I work.
It's a D&D Hawaiian shirt.
It's
That's cool.
Hawaii
Yeah.
adjacent.
It's acceptable.
Hawaiian-esque.
Hawaiian adjacent.
I'd allow you to my Hawaiian shirt party.
Thank you. It actually says, "How do you want to do this?" at the very bottom too.
Hey,
cool.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Very good.
Welcome back, everybody. All right. So, you guys finally make it out of the sewers. And back to the McCoys, correct?
Yar.
Yarg.
Yarr.
Hey. Before we go in, hear me out. Real quick idea.
Yeah.
Let's, for once in our lives, have just a brief conversation.
That's a
I
big
don't-
ass.
Good luck with that.
just a thought.
So,
We're
are
going
you,
to ask them a lot of stuff.
are you telling me I can't
Let's just stay
hang
on
out with-
topic. How about we try that?
If it,
Like, walk before we run.
if it hits the hour mark, I'm walking out.
I
I'm
can't.
just gone.
I quit.
Yeah.
I'm going home. It's a hard castle or whatever's left of it.
With the fucking plague walkers. That's my life now.
Do you think my friend's here still?
What?
No. The one that I like. Can't
Oh
remember
yeah,
her
I'm
name.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'd be
Probably.
surprised if she wasn't.
I mean,
Okay, well then you
Me.
guys have your conversation and I'll hang out with.
Okay.
Okay. You enter the shop. And what you see behind the counter is a room
Horses.
full of dude, my brain, it's like I was literally just about to say it too. Like crates full
Of bodies?
of horses.
No.
God,
You just see the room is full of crates.
blood everywhere.
There, any of the crates leaking blood.
Yeah.
Who is it? You hear yelling from the back.
Us
It's
again.
your favorite customers.
Yes, fucking who?
I.
Who?
Cameron, go take care of them.
Who?
Of course.
Staying on topic. Staying on topic.
Please let me. You all are gonna be banned from this.
Hasn't
I'm
been an
gonna
hour
be running.
yet.
I'm gonna be running one shots with Ren and Joel. That's it.
Jordan did the owl thing, and I couldn't.
Cameron comes out from behind the back where the shop is initially, and he approaches all of you. Hold on, and he kind of just you hear him push boxes out of the way. This goddamn, you see him squeezing in between the boxes. You're back.
I.
Yeah.
Hello.
Long time no see.
What's the boxes?
I think the Olivia recently got a shipment. Supposed to get rid of.
Ooh. I mean, sorry, later. We had a little issue with the place we said to meet.
Right. Cade, correct?
Well, yeah. Did you contact him?
I did. He should be
Yeah.
here soon.
I look at the door. As well.
Did he say when? Oh my god.
He told me soon. Dealing with a little bit of thing, he had to. You hear something slam into the crates behind you. God damn it! Silic! Silic,
You
get these
should al-
boxes out of the way!
I
Should
guess
always
he's
look where you're gonna
alive.
land before you jump.
And you see, oh, you hear this? Oh, hold on. And you see him rush back, and he begins to move the crates out of the way, stacking boxes on one another. And you see Cade, Snow, for the first time in what seems like a long time, and he puts his hand on the crate. He seems to be breathing heavily. His black hair covering his face. You can see the blue eyes poking through what looks like sweat and matted hair, and he kind of reaches down on the wall, and you see blood. Get me a chair.
The fuck
Oh,
happened to you?
God.
Oh, shit.
Is there a
Alright.
chair nearby?
Yeah, you find a chair.
Drag
you
it over
quickly-
to him.
I kick grandmother out of the chair and bring her up.
Dump her on the floor.
Not another old woman, Redrick.
She's dead.
Oh, the first one wasn't that old.
I am going to run over as Kate kind of settles, and I'm going to use my healing hands to heal him for 44.
You see that
Sure.
whenever you get up to him, he's holding his side, and he places his hand heavily on you, Dornan, and kind of walk him towards the front. And he looks down, and as he does, he pulls his hand away, and you just see like blood on his
What?
hand.
What did you do?
Just
Drag the
All right.
chair over.
Fuck is
Sit down.
he sits,
That
and he slumps
10
heavily in the
10
chair.
Points, 10 points of healing.
See him like wince for a moment. Thank you.
No, mention it. Now, care to explain what this is all about?
I told you I was in a little bit of a rough spot. Good to see you, my friend.
It's good to see you too. I guess it's understandable that you weren't able to come help, but if you're bleeding out, that's probably a reason for not showing up.
The stone. Do you have it?
Yeah, we got it.
Show it to me.
And I'll go over to. I kind of look over to Velkin and just kind of gesture at the her haversack.
You want the big one?
The big. Just bring out the big one.
She glances to Calder. Like, should I? Or
Can I do a quick insight check on Cade? Is he really
Sure.
hurt or is this an illusion?
Yeah, me too.
I was more thinking, are they self-inflicted wounds? But
Fucking rolling like shit the whole goddamn night.
probably
Really
falls
rolling
on
like
me.
Oh!
Dorian's taking all this for at face value. He's taking all this as is.
It was an 11.
I rolled a 23.
He seems to be in pain. His face is pale and he's covered in sweat. The hair is matted down. His clothing seems to be torn and tattered.
Does this seem to be him? Like, actually him?
From a glance, yes.
Balder will kind of nod at Velkin, but like hold up a hand just a little bit to kind of gesture like stay where you are, but show him.
before I do anything, before she pulls out the stone, does she sense any magical?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. I don't want to tummy hurty. I don't want to do math right now. 18 plus 9.
27.
Damn.
He doesn't seem to be an illusion of sorts that
Okay.
you can tell from the surface.
Okay. Then she's going to. Where's the spell? This one. Okay. She's gonna hold out the stone. But like if he makes any move for it, I have something I want to do.
Good. Thank goodness. He sits up in the chair.
Try
Puts
to
it
go
away.
on your end.
Well, as you can see, not the best.
Did you get what you went there for?
No. Cameron. Seelick. Is it true? It is, my friend. I'm not too sure what to do. I had one idea, but I wasn't going to do anything before you got here. The stone in Orbental. Couldn't get to it. They knew I was there. They knew I was coming. But the stone is the least of my problems.
What's going on? Do we expect something else to be popping out somewhere
Yeah.
following after you?
You can't end with the least of your problems. We kind of need to know the most of your problems as well at that point.
My problems are way beyond any of you.
All right, cool.
This
You're on
task-
your own then. See ya. What the fuck?
Is there anything we can do to help?
Just let me speak.
Sorry.
The task that I sent you on, it is now yours and yours alone. The fate of this world is in your hands now. I cannot help you any further.
No pressure.
Why is that?
I have to go. I have to go back.
Back where?
I have to go, Cameron. He goes, I understand. I haven't been completely honest with you. He's looked at the rest of you.
Oh,
No shit.
This is my shocked face.
If the convergence has really happened, I cannot stay here any longer. My time in this world is at an end. I must go back to my organization and warn them that it has happened.
You, what? Your organization? Where?
I've told you that I was never really from here.
Uh-huh.
I was somewhere from else,
Uh-huh.
and not where from where he's from either. He nods towards Cameron. I am one of the Tamaran, a true guardian of balance.
Does that
Kinda
mean
winces again.
from where?
Outside of reality. Kind of winks at you. The people that I belong to are charged to keep things like the convergence from happening. All I can tell you is that what is happening here is only just the beginning. Reality itself, as I know it, is beginning to come to an end. Your worlds, your planes, your universe, this reality is not the only one. My group is charged to keep that balance, and it has been broken. Sirak is just the beginning for this world. And if I do not leave and warn the others, it will be the end of it.
What does this mean for the gods here? I've been losing touch with mine.
Could mean the worst.
What
Go ahead.
I think we have the same
what
question.
is the convergence?
It's a convergence between two planes of existence, realities, worlds, universes. I stopped it once, but it seems like I missed the opportunity to stop it this time.
Is it impossible to stop now?
Not if I don't leave and warn the others.
It is whatever's painting something we can fix to help you on your way.
You cannot help me. What you can do is to try to save this world for what it is. You must get the gems. You cannot let those that are seeking it. Let Sirak return, or this world will be cast into chaos. Your gods that you speak of will not be able to stop them this time.
Do they need all of the gems to do it?
Those that remain, it's good that you have them in your possession.
One.
One of them,
But they need everyone to finish the task.
indeed. The people that I thought I was allied with in Ormatar do not exist. Unfortunately, they are only peon. A plague that has come through with the rest of us.
Seeing him continue to struggle, I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder as he talks. I'm gonna do a healing hands as well.
Have you heard
10 points.
of people? I think maybe not like yourself. Probably more like Cam or Ren that go by the names Illusionist, Enchantress, Necromancer, as if they were titles.
They're all dead. And they have been replaced by puppets of this god of chaos that you all worry about now. They seek this. Kind of winces a little bit and sits up in the chair. They seek the gem. the rest of them, to bring him back. They see it as an opportunity to take over this world while your other gods are occupied by what's going on up there. The boundaries between the planes have been broken. The boundaries between worlds are broken. Something else is happening. Convergence. He kind of turns to Cameron. The best course of action is for you to go back as well. Back home? Aye. Something has happened there. Something has let this happen. You must find out what it is and put a stop to it. If not, you're worried about the God of Chaos. Reality as you know it might change completely.
If you fail to stop the convergence, what happens?
What you know of this place will not exist anymore.
Oui?
Gods? I'm not sure. Just imagine yourself and another version of yourself standing right side by side. Those two realities torn apart. Essentially, yourselves torn in half is what the convergence is currently doing. It is causing gods to war with each other.
It's causing different realities to spill into each other already.
It has broken the planes of existence. All barriers are destroyed.
So
You can
like,
feel it.
would people maybe look different? Or
I don't know. We were always able to stop it. Something's happened recently that changed everything.
no idea what it was?
Siric's the least of our problems. He stands up. Cameron, I need you to go back. Figure out what has happened there.
Go where? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from the other. At least that's what you know it as.
The place where Meester went to?
Cade slowly turns his head towards all of you.
He took
That's-
the pathway under the satyr.
Stole my crest.
Sits back down slowly.
That's what I would pray.
Then you have your target, Cameron. You know what you have to do. Try to set things right there. See what I can do.
I'm gonna just take a couple steps forward, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 4th level on Cade.
But Lena trusted Mista. Why?
Mista's always been ambitious.
25 hit points.
He stands up. He figured out where I was from and how different I was, and always set in his ways to become like me.
Is that possible?
I can tell you this. I don't know if it's possible. I truly don't believe it is. But whenever Sirik initially killed Mistra, it wasn't just to spread chaos, but it was an opportunity. Whenever the weave of magic collapsed, it weakened the gates between the planes. And it was at that moment Mista and others in the other took an opportunity and opened holes they had no idea they were opening. And that's when the assault happened. What's happening here now on your world is that these things that crossed over into the other found a way here, found a way to get out of the hells, and are seeking an opportunity to split this place from the boundaries that we put on it, to make it their own. Your duty here is to collect the gems and put a stop to it. The only way I know how. And he takes something out of his pack. Winces. Points it towards you, Isaiah.
I'll reach out and grab it.
When you have them, these are the plans to a device that can hold the gems in captivity. You must finish it.
Have you heard of God's Bane?
Unfortunately, I have. And your time with the nightmare proved everything. Korgos is already in possession of the sword.
It's fucking unfortunate.
Would that not be better than captivity?
I do not know if it would be able to destroy the gems, or even his soul. It is said that it already holds the soul of another. Things are beginning to weaken. I fear for this world, this reality. I must be going. I apologize for all of the games. He puts his hand on your shoulder, Dornan.
I help him up, and I kind of, as I'm getting the sense that he's going to leave, I kind of just wherever he kind of wants to walk, I'm going to walk with him. But I want to be just speak between both of us. And it's gonna like it actually starting to cry. It was very subtle at first, but he's been holding it back, starting to cry, and goes, "You're a bastard, you know that? This is like the 4th time you've broken my heart already."
I want to tell you something. Don't cry anymore. But when the time is right, he gets up into your ear and says, when the time is right, you will know exactly what to do. Your father was a good man, but made many mistakes. Pulls you back.
And he's gonna grab him, like kind of hold him by the shoulders, like, "Am I ever gonna see you again?"
His eyes kind of trail off and he blinks. I don't know. He kind of turns towards the rest of you. Cameron mentioned that you may want to go somewhere.
You got time for one last ride?
I've never been in Impeth, but I could get you close.
Thank you.
One last warning. That soul that you have in possession, they know you have it. The city is swarming like mad bees.
Erebar or Nimbus?
Yes.
Ornpentar. They will be coming for you.
One. There's always one more question.
Oh.
Jeez, how long has it been? Have you seen Abad in the past couple of days?
I heard what happened here, and rumors that he had reappeared with injuries. sustained to him. I was assuming that was you.
He survived.
Yes.
Indeed.
Hmm.
He
Damn it.
Hey, he survived.
That sucks.
he began to spread the rumor that this city that we stand in now set up a trap and was set to kill him, not exchange the gem or anything else. Ornamentar prepares for war.
So does here.
And they're blaming Orbitar here too.
I want to ask. This might feel completely random. It's just a thought I had. I'm gonna point towards Dornan. Was his father involved in any of this? Was he one of you?
He just gives you a wink, Dornan. In time.
Hey, so we're playing keep away with this big gem over there, right? Why don't you just take it to wherever you came from, and no one can get it. No one can get there.
Because that's even more crossing of boundaries. Sirik belongs here.
Doesn't belong where he's going.
Eric's a fucking god. He doesn't belong here. That could be what's causing all this shit. I don't know.
Your friends are right. I cannot take him with me. For I will always attempt to achieve balance.
Another shot in the dark. They're gonna be coming for us, and they got a lot of magic. Got a way we can mask ourselves from prying eyes?
Unfortunately not. I did bring some things for you, though. Only things that I could take quickly. And he pulls out a bag. And he hands it to you. Yeah.
Take it.
One of those things in there is very precious to me. Sure you were treated right?
Of course.
If you get the chance, on your way, there were quite a few people in the dark side of Cam's place, trapped in gems like the one in his knife. Could maybe use a hand getting home at some point.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of this. I'm sorry for the games and the lies. I did not mean for it to turn out this way.
No one ever does.
Cameron,
You say we get out of here.
try
Wait,
to
just
find
for-
anybody to help you.
Just
All
One
right.
more thing for you. He reaches into his coat and pulls out the tooth from the nightmare, and grabs Cade's hand and puts it in there. Just find me.
By the way, Cade pulls out the little blue gem. I think I got enough help here. I'm sure he'll love to join the fight.
And you mentioned getting help. Without all of the facades, the heirs are still recommended.
They We're heading north, the last I heard. It is no undead dragon that calls that city home, but a long remnant of the past that was thought long forgotten. It has also crossed the boundary, like she did years and years ago. Turns his head towards Redrick.
Odious the Tyrant. Or an underling of Ibs, I'm guessing.
That's what some of them called her.
Who's that?
It's what fucking I don't even
Is that
remember who told us.
The big dragon on the
Yes.
carving?
Yep.
Fuck. Big time fuck.
That is no challenge that any of you be able to accomplish on your own, even this entire group and all of your capabilities. That beast took over this entire region, the entirety of the spell plague, before we managed to get the weave back in order. Her presence alone began to change people, and there were but a few that were brave enough to stand up to her.
Okay, I know. stupid, but what if you just send us fucking forever away? I'm talking like Sword Coast, Spine of the World, some bullshit.
I'm sure
So they can't get to us. If
Oh,
they're
they will
all
find
here in
you.
Ornpatar. Yeah, but they're
they're not just here in
Ornpatar.
Ornpatar. They're not just in Ornpatar. Those that seek the gem are based out of that city. That is a beacon that you hold in your possession. No matter where you go with it, they will know where you are.
Oh shit.
I'm surprised they haven't come already.
Maybe we should leave now.
Yeah, we should go.
I just want to check. Do you think it helps that it's in the bag, or does that not matter anymore? With the
It
weird
does
plane.
not matter.
No. Hey.
That presence is too powerful to mask behind something mundane as that bag.
The way that Korgos ripped the other stones out of Ook, will they be able to do that with the bag? Like at a distance? Or do they need to physically get hands in it?
There is something different about him, or that creature. The only thing that I know about him essentially was he was Siric's most trusted advisor, general. But the thing about the Hells, they're all out to get each other. Tytivilis is a small worry. If Korgos really wants Sirik to return, he will have his way. It's your duty to stop him.
Question still stands. Does he need to physically get hands in the bag, or is he going to be able to pull the stone from it from
Apologies.
100 yards out?
I guess I did not make myself clear. He's sort of different. There's an attachment to the Lord of Chaos, or the God of Chaos, that Korgos has compared to all others.
So it doesn't matter.
But it's just him, it's not the others we have to worry about.
So the
As far
answer
as
to your
that's
question is if he's anywhere, I'm assuming near you, he can take the soul.
From the extra
From the
dimensional
bag.
bag
Mhm.
at a distance.
I don't know.
If it's in another dimension, are they getting like a ping in the other dimension instead of where we are on this dimension, and they're just gonna reach through dimensions and grab it? Is that something that I have no idea how this shit works?
Like I said, there's nothing going to stop them from knowing where you are, even a mundane magical item like that bag. The presence of the god of chaos is too strong. They will be drawn to you.
Can you tell if there is some remnant Anuk from his time with the soul? Or if he is, as I believe, something different?
I don't know what that monkey is.
I mean, there's no tail.
It's not the time, Isaiah. We gotta really move.
We have to go.
Yeah.
Not the time to correct about the ape, anyway.
Let's
That's what
kick
I
this fucking Erebar dirt off our boots and we'll get dirty in Nimbeth.
God, I missed our other conversations way more than this one. He walks up to Cameron, takes him by the shoulders. It is good to see you, my boy. I'm so sorry I have to do this to you again. He hugs him. Do you have a means of returning? Of course. Wait, I'm going now? As soon as possible. Kind of digs in his pocket and pulls out a ring that Dornan gave him. I can get back. Do what you must.
Do you want us to let Lena know for you?
If you can.
I think I can probably send a message one of these days.
Friends, if this all goes to plan, like our other adventures, I'll see you all again.
I hope so.
Look forward to it.
Be safe.
Godspeed.
Been a pleasure.
Sure.
Try to be safe, please.
Should gather my things. It truly was good meeting you all. Thank you. Again, Brother Eskew.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Cam, are you Rushian's on?
He smirks. Maybe.
Okay.
Farewell. I don't know if your whole message thing will work between where I'm going and where you're going, where you'll be and where I'll be. But check in every once in a while. Maybe I'll be dead. Who knows? Maybe you should have all left me in that fucking cell because now I'm getting into shit I never thought I was going to get into. And he just kind of walks past all of you and towards the back.
Welcome to my world, but I'll certainly try.
Well, my friends. Shall we take another trip?
We
Please.
shall.
Hopefully not the last.
Not in this reality. Hands together.
Dick's hand.
Now I'm going to warn you, as he looks at all of you in the eyes. Like I've said, never been here before. So we might have a rough landing. If one of you dies, it's still not my fault. Do we all agree?
Yeah, what the fuck else is new with us? Let's get it.
Very well. You see him release one of the hands and begins to draw something on his palm. And a symbol appears in blue flame. All right. He clasps onto the closest person's hand to them, and the flame dances along each one of your hands. When it gets to the last hand, you all are teleported. You feel like your stomach is being lifted out of your chest. You feel like the breath is never going to reach your lungs before. And you are surrounded by bright light as a burning hot sun reaches your eyes. And then all of you realize that you are falling
Oh, good.
Oh god.
from an extreme height.
Oh,
What do you do?
great.
I bamf out my wings and grab the first person I can. I
guess
As you
the
look
whole
down,
events.
you can see what looks like a desert-like landscape, full of rocky crags, dead foliage, and just sand.
That
Alright,
does that
um,
sound right to me?
Isaiah is going to take his pike and almost run it along his back, going downwards. And his cloak is going to appear to open up as coruscating lightning wings shoot out as he casts fly on
Badass.
himself.
Nice.
And immediately
nice.
grabs.
I am grabbing Ren because that's probably one of the lightest people in the group that I think I can
I'll grab Egg then.
No, don't. I was gonna. If you grab me, I'm pushing you off.
All right, then I'll grab Redrick because
I
No,
grab
no.
onto you. As opposed to
What is it? Fuck. I'm gonna look at Calder, and then I'm gonna look at Velkin, and just look at Velkin in the eyes.
She's
You guys are just falling towards sand. What it looks
Can
like.
you do anything for yourself?
No.
no.
Fuck!
What the fuck?
You see Cade go down and reach and grab her, and turn into mist.
Okay.
Thank you. And I'm gonna grab Calder, and I'm gonna pull out my
No,
pot.
no. I'm pushing you
Everyone
towards
just put. No, I don't want help. No, I don't want
Dornan's
help.
already got
You
Ren.
and Red are like clinging.
Dornan's
tight.
already got
Yeah.
Ren.
I got
You
Ren.
two are the last
You got
ones.
Ren? Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, we
right.
had lots of
All right.
people, which is why I was checking with Velkin. So I'm gonna grab you, pull out my pot, and I'm gonna do Dimension Door and just bring us as far to the ground as we can, as 500 feet can take us.
Okay.
And if it
How-
doesn't bring
how
us to
high
the
are we?
wall-
You're
Why don't
about
you- why don't you
100 feet
wait?
in the air.
Oh, 100. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just Dimension
Right.
Door us down
Oh,
to the
just
ground with
100.
my back to the ground.
100 feet's pretty high. if you
Yeah,
think
no.
about it.
Yeah, insane.
Not that high when you're in free fall.
Yeah, well, you're falling quick. Out of a teleport
That's what I mean.
spell.
It's like not that much
Yeah, yeah.
time.
Not that much time, you're right. Each one of you grabs another person and safely makes it to the ground. Spells ending, those of you with wings falling and dropping the others. All begin to sweat because it is hot here.
Oh my god, that was wild.
To answer your
Wait.
question,
Yeah. What the what?
I have my eyes closed,
Oh,
just like
what?
holding on to Isaiah.
Does that sound right?
Let me know when
Desert?
the ground.
to you, not entirely.
Or like nearby? Even.
So
I imagine I would have at least a working knowledge of
Right.
like surrounding landscape.
Right. Nimpeth is a city that's on the coast, right?
Uh-huh.
Behind it, what is known for is acres and acres and acres of farmland and beautiful growth. I'm trying to think of the words. Vineyards is really what they're known for miles and miles. And then as soon as it drops off, it is pure desert before it gets to the mountains.
Okay. So I know at least like what direction we are from the city.
Not entirely. You're just in the middle of the desert. You don't know exactly what.
But I like which, you know what I mean? Like, is it like, is the desert east of the city?
So
west
the
of
desert
city?
is southwest of the city. If
Okay.
you're looking at the top of a map, and it runs along the mountain. Right?
Okay.
But it is a massive desert. So you can't just say, oh yeah, this is the way towards the city, right?
But general direction, right? At least to get a sense, like, you know. Okay, closer. Oh, all right. I'll share that.
I'm
Is Cade
sorry.
still here?
Yeah, he is. He's standing amongst you all. I'm sorry.
Oh, we've reappeared?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we had reappeared or not.
This is the best I could do. Like I said, I've never been here.
Well, we're live, so that's the most we can ask for right now.
Well, for now, I don't know if we're outfitted for this environment. How much water
Time
does it
to
have?
strip down and get walking. If we go that direction, Velkin, if you could put Yorns in the sky, even if we don't hit the city, we'll hit the coast, and then, walking along the coast, we'll eventually get there.
Give me a survival check, Calder.
That's not gonna work.
Guidance!
See how
Guidance
accurate.
inspiration!
No shit, natural fucking 20.
Fuck
Nice.
you.
Minus.
I know this area.
If you check the bag, I did gift you something. Not that I actually knew that you were going to be coming to a desert, but just think of a jug.
Okay.
Oh,
Good to know.
it's that kind of bag.
Oh, is it
Interesting.
I like look inside?
It's just black. You don't see anything.
Can I stick like my whole arm in?
You can.
Whoa!
Do you have like a list or something for us to be able to know what's in there?
I've
Of
made
course.
one of those before. We
Can
can
I
find
Is there a
bring
out.
way
my-
to just empty it?
Yes.
Yes. Of
How
course.
do you do? Right, okay, or either that or the list.
Oh,
You're just
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to you're just going to open the bag in the middle of the desert.
No.
Well, we're the
Let
only
us
ones out
upgrade.
here.
Your world is
Okay.
probably doomed,
Gonna
and
get
it's
all
going to be your
sandy.
fault. Do you understand that?
Just give me
You
the
said
list.
you're
Give me
giving
the
Your
us
list.
stuff to
priorities are completely out of sorts right now.
Give me the
Hold on.
list.
You said the stuff is to help.
It
So,
is.
uh,
But
right,
you
we
shouldn't
need to
just
know
open
what-
a present in the middle of the desert. You didn't even ask me what's in the bag.
What's in the
Well, we
bag?
didn't.
Do you
How we
understand
supposed to assume?
the brevity of
You-
the situation right now?
You literally
You're worried about the
literally
magical items I'm
imagine
giving
a
you.
jar.
So we need to know.
You could have
what's in
just
the
said what
bag.
it was,
Tell
but
us
you
it's
said
water.
imagine a jar.
I was
How is
telling
that
him to
hard
do it
to
now.
do?
I was telling him to do it now. If he did it now, he reaches his bag or his hand in the bag, he pulls out a jar.
I think
I
Joe.
thought it was like a sack.
All right.
Nothing comes.
That's
There's no
hard.
jar in there.
I said
Well,
jug,
like
not
an
jar.
empty mason jar.
You pull out that, my obnoxious friends, is a decanter of endless water.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Delightful.
Delightful.
Thank
Good. I'm glad you won't die
Yes,
out here because of water.
genuinely
welcome.
delightful.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. Thank you so
Do you know
much.
how much
Thank
stew
you.
I can make with that?
I hate all of it.
Endless.
A lot of stew.
Even door.
We-
It's
okay.
great.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Just,
Even Doran.
just consider.
Oh, don't
just
put me
consider.
into this.
We could have not had that whole conversation if you just said things as they were and had been like, "This is a jar of endless water in the bag."
remember,
This
remember when you
conversation
apologized
is
for the
your
games?
fault. Yeah, exactly.
Why?
5 minutes ago.
Since when did you turn into him? He points at Calder.
I'm just saying. You're blaming us for asking all these weird questions. Just
Hey,
say
all
things
right.
that don't bring out
All
questions.
right, all right.
We're
That's
Hey,
all.
making the biggest
hey.
point. We can
Hey.
make as much stew as we want.
I'm leaving.
great. Thank you,
Okay,
Kate.
thank you.
Kate.
Can you tell us what's in the bag?
Thank
Kate.
you.
This is me. I know we've had our issues. Thank you. Genuinely.
Goes to reach out to give you a handshake. Pulls it back.
Well,
I didn't
you're
think
a cocksucker, but good luck.
Thank you.
Don't follow this one into death.
Too late.
No,
So,
that's his job. He goes first.
It's a good idea.
That's what following is.
I try to keep them up.
No, that following is only if you go two. If we let him go first, then just stay there.
Right, save the best for last. Let the worst go first. Sorry, I was saying.
That right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you for catching me.
Good luck.
And Dornan's he's gonna walk up and just throw his arms around him in a hug. And just whisper in his ear. Thank you.
Last point of order. Don't just trust everybody.
That's what I've been trying to say.
We haven't trusted
Was that a
almost.
joke?
Okay, just
Wait,
just
did-
leave. Just leave. You just sparked a whole other conversation.
Can I insult
Exactly
check?
what
Was
I'm
that a
talking
joke?
about. You-
Did he say? Did he say don't distrust or don't just trust?
No, distrust.
Oh,
don't
okay.
distrust people. Oh,
I
okay,
heard
never
don't
mind. No
just
inside check on
trust
that.
anybody.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
what
I
did
heard
he say?
Don't distrust.
Yeah.
I heard distrust.
I distrust.
We have no reason to trust anyone.
You will find allies. You just have to
God, I
seek them out.
fucking hope so.
I know this task is daunting. I know some of you probably don't even know why the hell you're here in the first place. And I apologize for that. Forgotten few. You might someday be remembered. And at that point, he steps back. And his whole body just ignites in blue flame. And in sort of this ethereal-like voice, he says, I hope to see you again. And ignites with a streak of hot fire into the sky.
And that's what I
He's
used to magic.
saved!
That does bring
Well.
all new questions, though, about what the blue flame is and where it comes from. But we should probably get walking. Or actually,
Yeah, before we do, I dump out the bag.
no, not on a. We're gonna lose so much crap in the
We're
sand.
all
not
of it just
losing
sinks
anything.
into
It's
the
all
sand.
right here in front of me.
All the small rings and necklaces instantly just disappear.
I can't count the number of things I've lost on carpet, let alone soft sand. Let's wait until we have a platform.
Vulcan,
It's gonna
when
get all
Katie
sandy. You
disappeared,
don't want that.
It's corners
she's
of
making,
love.
like
gets
grabby
everywhere.
hands.
All right.
Okay.
Grabby
Hold on.
hands.
Let Kate speak.
I want the grabby
Sandy.
hands. Vulcan wants a bag to go through it because she can tell
Ah.
you. Man.
Maybe
You want to know what's in the bag or not?
Of course I do. We all do.
I do.
Dorian, what's on the list?
Okay, I what's on the list?
Okay.
But before we get to long conversations and things, Velkin, can you put up the dome so we can wait out the sun until it's darker and cooler?
Well, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
On one
Yes.
condition. One condition.
Okay. What condition?
I get the bag. I don't care necessarily what's in the bag.
You already
I want
have
the
a bag.
You
You
can
have
have
that.
you can have this one. I want that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the special
That's fine.
fireman had it, or is it bigger?
It
Is it
There's the new stuff.
Jeez.
is it bigger? Is it bigger, DM?
Yes, this
On
is
the
a
inside.
True, this is a true bag of
An
holding.
actual bag of holding.
Aggie.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
then that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. Never mind. All right.
That's fine. Darling,
okay.
you can hold the bag.
Okay. Okay.
We just gotta figure out what's in here, split it up.
Oh,
I'm sure there's a little something for everyone.
She's, as soon
You
as she
won't
hears she can
at
have
all.
the bag.
I can
Why
hold
not?
stuff.
Definitely Isaiah's gonna hold the other bag.
I got it. Velkin,
No.
I'll hold the other bag. Right.
Question.
No, we already decided it's mine.
All right.
Wait,
guys.
so I just want to ask, what happened to Ook?
I vortex warped him.
Oh, okay, good. All right, cool. Sorry.
He's
I
just
missed that.
upside down in the sand. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's
it's
a pile of
like-
junk
Yes.
metal. Just
No,
like,
no,
Funny
it
delay.
wasn't asked, but I marked off the spell already to
Okay.
vortex warp him down to the ground.
Okay.
But
Alright.
as safely as your dimension door did.
All right.
Vulcan's gonna. She lets everybody know it's gonna take her a second to do it. But yeah, it takes a minute. She'll pop Tiny Hut. Because it's like opaque, she's gonna make it white, so it reflects the sun. And then she's gonna have it set to like not cold, but like cooler in the dome.
Nice.
Because she can set. Basically, it's like I can have it set to like it's comfortably whatever temperature.
Yep.
Turn the AC on.
Hell
Yeah.
Essentially.
As they
Oh,
were having
that's-
the discussion of what the bag of holding, Dorn is just kind of in this, still standing in the same spot, just kind of looking up at where Kay disappeared off to.
Ren's gonna walk up to you and just kind of like put one of her arms around yours and just stand with you.
And just kind of rest his head, and he's openly crying at this point.
I'll give you a hug.
How do you
I know.
Back circles.
Were they a thing?
No, you thought they were fucking before. They
No.
weren't.
Not Ren and Doran. Doran and Cade.
No, Cade was like his dad, kinda, but like a
Whoa.
shitty one. So, like,
Okay.
like sort of his friend, and then sort of like a father figure, but
I
like,
just need to Jesus. Sorry, that was my dog.
They weren't.
Stop it!
There was nothing was happening. Man, why do you assume everyone's fucking? All right, let's figure out what Cade gave us to help us out here, and then wait out the sunlight and get on the move.
Okay. There are multiple things in this bag.
Stealth.
First thing,
Jeez.
well, you see a bottle that contains what looks like gray, rocky substance. Every time you move it, it seems to leave a silt on the bottle. Corked.
And
I will say,
Chris.
as we're going through, Isaiah will be identifying things.
How many
Probably
things can
you
you
and Dalton.
identify? Just all of them, or
they can.
Yeah,
report
as
back.
they come out, I'll probably go through. So
so?
And-
I'm just gonna tell you, if you're ritually casting, it takes 10 minutes per, right?
we're waiting until dark anyhow.
Okay. Oh, okay. Perfect.
It could
Alright.
also help if we start getting
Yep.
close on time.
Okay. Let me just count then. About 9 items, so it's gonna take you 90 minutes.
Ooh.
So
hour and a
it's
half.
not bad.
All right. Yeah.
Split between the two of them.
Sure. I'm just saying, if you're waiting till dark, you have plenty of time.
Oh yeah.
So the first thing is, this liquid is a potion of climbing.
Ooh.
Not good enough for you guys? Okay.
Fun.
No,
That was great.
I think everyone in the
Your 9 items literally turn into 2. You get the jug and
Stop it! I'm actually writing down the items.
The
All right.
second
Potion of
is
climbing.
a general potion of healing.
Yes!
That's
Is
the
that
best thing ever.
One. The decanter of endless water.
Endless stew.
Decanter of endless stew.
Decanter and
I love that.
1 scroll of protection.
Ooh,
Okay.
good one.
What's that, dude?
Thanks.
On the
Protects
screen.
you.
Well, thanks.
I don't remember offhand. I think it's like resistance or something like that for a while.
There is a javelin.
Ooh.
A javelin, you
Javelin.
say? A javelin, you say?
Of lightning.
Dibs.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. Is it single use?
My javelin game just got better.
It's once per day,
Ooh.
I believe. Yeah, once per day.
There's also a small black figurine at the very bottom. The shape of a horse.
What's it called?
Mysterious.
A figurine of wondrous power.
Orcs
Yep.
version.
The obsidian steed.
Figurine of wondrous horse.
That's
I'm
me.
putting these
What
all
the-
in the drop down, by the way, in roll 20, as some of you might not have.
Yes, I've seen them
Uh-huh.
popping up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also didn't see that.
Under the bag of holding, is I literally have a place for it. These next 3 items, I do not have them written up yet.
All right.
Okay.
The next thing you pull out is another bottle, as it looks like crackling lightning in the bottle. This is a bottle of lightning. And I will tell you what it does, since I don't have it on the screen. As an action, you can uncork the vial and release a stroke of lightning, forming a line of 15 feet long and 5 feet wide in any direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a DC 15 dexterity throw. Saving throw. Creature takes 3d6 lightning damage on a failed save. The lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Very nice.
Cool. Cool.
Something odd that is probably interesting to you, Isaiah, more than anything. It's this beautiful wooden box. And when you open it, it houses all of these gears. cogs, clockwork mechanisms that seem to perform countless calculations to predict future events.
Oh.
This is the Antikythera. Has 3 charges. Every time you finish a long rest, while you're attuned to this device, you will roll 2d20s and you get that many, or record the number that's rolled, is what you do. So if you roll the same number twice, re-roll 1 die until you get a different result. So you're rolling 2d20s and looking for 2 different results.
Yep.
When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet makes a skill check, attack roll, or saving throw, and the number they roll matches one of the numbers that you rolled, you may use a reaction and expend 1 charge from the Antikythera to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object as an action. So it's a free action if whenever they make a skill check, attack roll, or saving throw, if they roll the same number on the die, you get to take one of those actions for free.
Interesting.
Excellent.
It regains 1 charge every long rest. The last thing is a very curious dagger. Made purely of a claw that is familiar to all. One that you had recently got out of a small box, but this is kind of engraved and shaped like a dagger. The magical properties of this dagger: carved to resemble the talon of a dragon, never misses. You do not need to make an attack roll to hit with this magic weapon. When you attack, you automatically hit and deal damage. You can choose to make an attack roll instead of automatically hitting. This allows you to potentially score a critical hit. You can also suffer disadvantage on the roll as normal. The never miss dagger.
Okay,
Wow.
I already have a
Very
broken thing I want to ask about. So I have homing strike now. If I was using that magical dagger and I wanted to roll the attack for the chance of a critical, could I add my homing strike to that?
What does homing strike do?
If I
I'll take a
miss,
look.
I can roll the side eye and add it to the.
Yeah.
I don't
And
necessarily
you can
have to have the
choose.
dagger,
You
I'm
can
just
choose
asking.
to make it. You can choose to make the attack roll as you would a normal weapon.
Actually, I don't think. No, never mind. That wouldn't work. I think that's only for my daggers.
I was gonna say.
Do
Yeah.
I get a vibe for what he was talking about when he said there was something in here that was important to him that he trusted I would take care of?
Sorry.
I would imagine. Well, so there's only a few things that are not consumed in their use. And one of them literally gets you a friend.
The said figurine of wonders.
Yep.
Mhm.
Becomes a nightmare for up to 24 hours.
You said
I just thought he
sitting
meant the
in steam.
javelin. I just thought he
That
meant
too.
you'd like to throw the javelin.
Why would that be important to him, though?
It has his name carved into it.
He likes it.
It's a very good javelin.
It's his favorite javelin.
Become a nightmare. Fights only to defend itself.
This is quite a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
Wow.
Hmm. All right. While we're sitting here, anyway, what should we expect? What's the city like, as far as you remember? People, the general vibe. Are we gonna get sold into slavery randomly? No reason, unless we fight to defend ourselves, or
Slavers, like taking people, that tends to be more outside the city. So on our way in, it's a possibility. Chances are, though, unless it's a real big group, if they clap eyes on us, we're gonna look like more trouble than we're worth. In the city, grimy, and that goes for the people too. More than just looks, attitude. Not a happy place.
Well, a forgotten few. You now find yourself in a completely different region of Faerun, the center of a desert, heading towards a city of slavery, mercenaries, and according to Calder, a potentially very big bad guy.
He who shall
Very
not
big
be
bad
named.
guy.
He who was
Baltimore.
The He-Man.
He-Man.
There is a lot for you all to take into account about what you were just told today.
Yikes.
Indeed.
General consensus is yikes.
But I think this is where we're going to end our session tonight. In the desert.
Ah!
Roughly what time of day is it?
It seems to be after the hour and a half, the sun is still high in the air.
Okay.
But in the cool dome, comfortable.
The AC dome.
AC dome.
All right, everybody. To anyone hanging out with us live or anyone catching us later on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. Come hang out with us on socials, Discord, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check them out. No. Whoever's thinking about doing it, don't.
My hand's
Quick.
on the play button.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a great week. Until next time, keep bopping, everybody.
I love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.